Hey guys, audio check, audio check. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Steph, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. And it
All
looks
right,
like
audio
what's going
check.
on.
How are you guys doing? With the chat, please let us know if you guys can hear me, hear Steph, because I always tend to have audio issue. But I think I fixed it. We hear both of you. I fixed this. Just a bit of an echo. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm
That might
doing.
be me.
No, I think
It could
it's
be
me.
me.
I think it's probably me because I suck at this. Yeah, PokeGal has an echo. How do I fix this echo? Hold on, I think I got it.
Hi everyone. Oh, there's so many people
Okay,
here.
how
Let's
about
see.
now? Is the echo gone? I fixed it. See, I told you it's me.
Go. There you go.
Sorry about that, you guys. I appreciate all the patience. Welcome everyone, and we obviously have some new viewers and from Nerdy Noob, and this is a quick introduction. I met her from Royalty Gaming, and I saw another pack um, breaker that she actually opened some packs, but no further introduction. Just tell us about a little bit about yourself.
Definitely. Hi everyone. My name is Nerdy Noob. My real name is Steph. I have a YouTube channel, Nerdy Noob, and I have been on YouTube for almost 6 years now. Actually, in May it'll be 6 years, I think. And I started off doing subscription boxes, opening subscription boxes. At some point, made the jump to doing a lot of Funko Pop stuff, and then more recently, I've been doing a little bit more. I've had a little bit more focus on Pokemon because Pokemon is just something that I've done basically since it started when I was a young child. And so I've gotten into Pokemon doing pack breaks and yeah, just kind of a lot of the people who are in here right now were just at one of my pack breaks that I just did, which was awesome and fun. We pulled a rainbow rare Pikachu, which was really cool from Vivid Voltage. But yeah, just kind of, doing whatever feels right to me and whatever I have fun doing.
Gotcha. Are you new to collecting, or are you just new to doing box openings?
No, I've collected my whole life. I have been a collector literally my entire life. I used to collect Beanie Babies when I was younger, Pogs. I collected Pokemon cards when I was younger. I have my whole Japanese binder. I really like the Japanese cards when they first came out, and so I was really into that. I anything, literally anything. I have a million things that anything that seems like you could collect. I usually start collecting. I tend to have an addictive personality, so when I get into something like my newest obsession
Mm-hmm.
is the mini brand balls, but the toy version. Like love them. They're so cool. And so I've been buying those and opening those. But yeah, I just like collecting in general.
Oh yeah, from what I saw on your stream right today.
Yeah, you saw we opened one mini brand ball. It was like so cool. They're like mini toys. I like miniature versions of things too. I love
Mm-hmm.
things that are mini and I love things that are like meshed together. So yeah, pretty easy to please.
Excellent. Uh, I always try to start off with a quick shout out to everyone who's in here. So I'm gonna do a quick shout out, of course, to some of your viewers as well. So I'm pretty excited. So be the one you love. Hey, I like that name. Be the one you love. That's very tackle. Mesh, and I apologize if I mispronounced your name. SSR, Jasmine, Niles, Master Blaster, Adam, Rashawn, Swami, Christina, Roror, Adam, I said that, Basketball Math, Mike, let me see, Wiz Coast, Megan, I think I got it all. And hey, Peter, and hey, CJ. Guys, as always, it's a live stream Q&A. If you guys have any questions for Steph, please let me know. If not, I'm just going to ask her the questions that I want, and we'll go from there. And I will definitely read the chat. I try to fix the comment trying to show up the feature chat. It did not go well. So Jasmine will definitely, her comment's going to stay there for a while. I do not know. I try to fix this. I'm still new at this. So let me go here. Okay, so anyways here. Rora says she's been collecting since Beanie Babies. I totally remember when Beanie Babies were so popular.
Oh yeah, I actually still have all of the Beanie Babies at my parents' house that we
Uh-huh.
got. We used to go on Beanie Baby hunts every weekend, really early in the morning. It was crazy.
Christina says Steph, aka Nerdy Noob, is awesome. She totally is. And oh, there's a question,
Thank you,
Wiscos.
Christina.
What is your favorite set of all time and why?
What is my favorite set? I don't know exactly what you're referring to. Are we talking about Pokemon cards?
I think so. I think it's
I
Pokemon
f-
cards.
I feel. Um, my favorite set of honestly, I think the base set of Japanese cards. I mean, that was literally the first Pokemon pack I ever bought, was just a base set of Japanese cards. I pulled the Charizard and it was amazing. Um so I would just say like super old school Japanese cards. I actually have been in the process of like looking at getting some old school vintage Japanese packs just cuz I
Okay.
see the artwork and I'm like, "Oh, that is my childhood right there." But in regards to newer sets, I really like Hidden Fates. I think it's a fun set. I really like Vivid just because I'm trying to collect the whole set. And that's the first. I don't really try to do that often, but I'm in that process with Vivid. So
Very
I'd go with
nice.
Vivid right now, but it'll change.
What what pack are you looking for, or packs of that Japanese are you looking for?
I think my goal ultimately is to get a base set pack, a jungle, and a fossil, and maybe a Team Rocket. Those were like the four packs that I bought when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So a majority of my binder from those, like those or from those sets, and so I just see those art, like it's just the art. It's like crazy how artwork can just bring you back to me being in the little candy shop that I was at in Oakland, Chinatown, buying Pokemon cards. Like that's how I started all of this. So that's what I've been looking at more recently.
Very nice. Are you gonna PSA grade the packs, or just basically just a collection for your raw, or just are you gonna do you PSA grade packs at all?
No, I want to. I don't even PSA grade anything. So here's the thing. We were just talking about this
Okay.
earlier, but like I want to learn. Okay, I have, for everyone who knows me, a lot of people know me. I have this like shipping phobia. I was on YouTube for like 4 almost 5 years and didn't sell or send or ship like one item. Like I was so scared to ship things because I don't ship things. Like I didn't mail things when I was younger. Like just don't do that. And it took me a really long time to get past that fear. Like it's crazy now that I see that I can actually like send cards out to people because those are the people that have followed me forever. They know like I just have this phobia. And so like the next thing is like grading cards. I really want to get into grading cards because the only time I can grade cards is when I go through a middleman or if
Uh-huh.
I overpay for cards on places like eBay. And so
Mm-hmm.
I've been trying to like, I probably won't go through PSA. I know PSA, the wait for PSA is hella long.
Yeah.
I was actually
Yeah.
going to try doing CGC, which I
Mm-hmm.
know is not, I know they're strict and I know their labels are kind
Mm-hmm.
of ugly, but I've heard that they're pretty straightforward process to at least just start the process. So I wanted to try going through them. I know people question them, but I like Beckett. But Beckett, I tried to do Beckett, and their online system was I couldn't get past like the setup in their system, and it just like it. I don't know. So I hope one day I can start grading and learning how to like pack them, do that whole process. That's my goal. That is one
Gotcha.
of my goals. Yes.
Elaborate on kind of ugly. What do you mean? The case that's kind of ugly? The label that's kind of ugly?
The I like the case, the labels. I'm not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of the way the labels look. I heard that they're actually looking at potentially redoing them. I don't have any on me.
Mm-hmm.
But the labels are different. I really like the Beckett labels. I really
I
like
do
the
too.
Beckett labels, but uh, yeah, but they're again like they have the paper submission and then they have which I probably could do, but and then the online submission, but I couldn't even set up there was a question they asked about like a FedEx account number or something, and I couldn't get past, like it wouldn't let me pass that. And so Beckett and CGC have been the ones that I've been looking into. I just heard PSA the wait is like incredibly long, so I just kind of
Yeah.
nixed that.
Yeah. There is actually some middleman that you their services that are a little bit faster. Luckins, that's one of them that I've used. There's Graded Gem that I've used. There is another person that I use by the name of Dave, which I'm trying to get him on for
Hmm.
PSA. So with his services, it's I think it's $14. Yeah, I think it's $14 and it's 45 days PSA. It's 14 for 45 days, but the 45
Okay.
days is actually 60 days now, a little bit longer.
Hmm.
But I'm going to bring him
Yeah.
on and I'm going to eventually the people that are subscribed or just watching my channels hopefully will use him as well. He's very trusted in the Pokemon community. Have you heard of
Hmm.
Verbank at all? Verbank Pokemark at all?
No.
No, okay. I'm
No.
definitely going to introduce everyone there. That's where I buy all my Pokemon cards. I buy my boxes there. Well, I buy my boxes from Safari Zone, Verbank. I know not a lot of people like Verbank, but I do. I
Uh-huh.
like it a lot. I'll actually introduce you to that. But let's go back to the question. Okay, so we got that. Noob Noob. For this year, 2001, what's your biggest collection goal? Any collectibles? From Gerardo.
It changes. I'm not good at committing myself to anything. One of my newest goals is I really want to try to get the whole set of the mini Bramble toys thing. That's a ridiculous thing. I do want to try to finish my Vivid Voltage collection this year, and probably, honestly, I don't know, the next big thing's gonna come up and I'm gonna be like, yeah, I want to collect that. I change constantly. So I don't know if I can answer that, but I do hope to yeah, finish the couple of Pokemon collections that I've started, Pokemon cards, and then um I don't know. Like I said, I have a very addictive personality, so I can jump headfirst into things and be into them like really hard for 2 weeks, and then be like, "Oh, I'm good," and then get back into it. Like that's just how I tend to be.
Gotcha.
It's a hard question.
SGR says always to throw that thumbs down your video. I think they like you. It's okay. Not a lot of people have to like the things that you do, and some people do, and some people don't. It's definitely okay. No problem with that. Does not bother me whatsoever. Question from Peter. Do you still visit the shop where you pull the shiny Charizard? I think you mentioned that you sold it back to get more packs.
That's so funny. So what Peter's referring to is when I first started, like my very first pack that I ever bought, um, I it was a base set and I got a hollow Charizard. I still have that hollow Charizard. Definitely won't get rid of that. That's my. They had told me, and I didn't know anything about them. They said if you get Charizard, that's the best card. I remember walking across the street, opening my pack, and pulled the hollow Charizard, and I ran back to store. I got a. It was a. I think it was the Charizard from maybe Team Rocket, the dark one where he's like looking back. I got that one, and I did bring it back, and then they were like, we'll trade you 2 packs for it, and I was like, okay. And that was the stupidest trade I ever did, but I did it. That shop actually closed down a long time ago. It was an ice cream store that turned into this like candy store, and they were the ones who sold the packs. They closed down a long time ago, but if anybody knows Oakland Chinatown, it was in the big parking garage building. So there's like this one building in Oakland Chinatown that's pretty well known, and that's where there's like some restaurants and stuff, but that's where the little card shop that I went to was in. But yeah, they are no longer there, unfortunately.
Oh, and that's okay. One of my other stupid trade that I did, I traded a brand new Game Boy for a common Pikachu back then. That's okay. We made dumb trades before.
Yeah, you live and you learn. You live and you learn.
Yeah,
I
I
actually am
definitely
not
did.
normally into trading. Like I even when I had my Pogs, never played for
Uh-huh.
keepsies, never wanted to trade, never traded anything. Like I just started trading Pokemon cards. Like there's been some trades I've done where I'm like, people ask and it's like, okay, and I've never traded. I've just That's not a thing that I've ever done with anything. And so it's been nice to actually like meet people who like to trade things.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Oh, Dr. Donna, hello. I'm here from Steph's channel, but I'm subscribed because you're great. Thank you. Thank you so much. Metro says, how do your coworkers feel about your YouTube channel? That's a great question.
It is. It's there's some people who actually don't even know I have a YouTube channel. Some people do. I think most people, I actually have, there are certain coworkers who will jump on like when I'm doing live streams or they'll comment on my videos. For the most part, it's pretty separate. Because I'm really into like toys and Pokemon cards and things like that. And most of my coworkers are not into that kind of stuff. But the kids at my work, when they find out, they always think it's really cool, which is neat. So I've gotten a lot of kids who are like, "Oh, a YouTube channel," because like to kids, it's such a big thing, and I'm always like, it's not that big. But I when I was working at a community center, like a lot of the kids used to watch my video. That's why a lot of my content is pretty family friendly. Like I try to keep it clean. I'm not necessarily, most of my viewers are like 25 to 35 years old, but I know that there are kids and families that watch my channel, so I really try to keep it pretty low key.
Nice, very nice. And that's why I did the little thumbnail a little bit more silly than usual because when I was watching YouTube channels, it's more like a silly personality. And with that cat, I love cats. And I just why I featured your
Yeah.
cat. That's why I featured your cats. So I thought it was funny that. Speaking of shipping PokeGal, do you ship international? If so, what service do you use for safe tracking? Um, I from some giveaways, I just do regular postal mail, and I always ask for tracking. So it's about every time I track international, it costs me about like $35 because I want tracking. I want all of that. But I just use postal service, which is UPS. I'm sorry, USPS. They are pretty reliable. I've never knock on wood, I've never got a package lost before. But other than that, that's what I've been doing. I think one of my mods, Exterminator, he always gets his package and I send it to Canada. So, other than that, you ladies
I
remember
prefer
Pogs.
USPS
You
to
do? You do? Oh,
yeah, when I ship from my site with the pack breaks, I have options to pick,
uh
and
huh,
I usually just make it work. So I do USPS because I've done UPS one time in international, and it
uh
was
huh,
super tricky. And you had to put all this extra stuff in it, which I didn't
uh huh,
understand. And then when I even shipped it, it got weird. It was like delayed for hella long. And
uh huh.
I've shipped to the UK, I've shipped to Canada, and USPS has been the most reliable thing for me. And it comes with international, it comes with free tracking. Like it's part of the thing. So I enjoy
Really?
that.
I did not know that. They always charge me more. I always go, I need
Oh,
tracking, and they're like, more. It's like every time I
yeah.
track to, I paid tracking for Canada last time. I think it was $24 with tracking. I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
usually
exactly.
around 22 or 23 for me,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how much it weighs.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of my international, the option that USPS gives me has tracking. But if I do, actually, everything that I ship has tracking, but not everything has full insurance. It just depends on what shipping option I pick.
Gotcha. Okay, now I'm a little bit more curious. So you have a shipping phobia, but you work for uh USPS.
No,
Is
I don't work for
Oh, you
USPS.
don't. I apologize. That's what I thought you do.
No, I work in recreation. I work at
Gotcha. That's
I
what I
run
thought.
like camp programs for kids.
Oh, gotcha. I
But my
apologize for that.
actually I
I
have a lot
totally misheard that.
of, no, you're okay. You're okay. I have a lot of family members who actually they're, most of them are retired, but a lot of them work for USPS.
Hmm.
And but yeah, I never like, I also have a thing about, honestly, I'm a little bit stubborn and I'm pretty independent and I hate relying on other people. And so even though I know there's people out there who could have helped me like learn that or do it, I'm very
Uh-huh.
stubborn. I'm like, no, I can't do it unless I know how to do it. I learn how to do it. That's how I am in my life, at work, at home. Like
Hmm.
I have to know that I can do it. And so until I feel comfortable, usually I just have to get past that hump of like doing it once and then being like, okay, that worked out. It worked. It was easy. Now I can move ahead.
Gotcha. Master Blaster says, "Do ladies remember Pogs? Ever played it?"
I love Pogs. I still have my Pogs actually. They're at my parents' house, but I have My box of pogs, I remember I had this really heavy slammer that I used to be able to throw down, and it would just always flip over all the pogs, and it was great.
Gotcha. I I remember Pogs. I don't think I played it. I played marbles, not Pogs. I collected marbles for I think a couple of months. And then I got a fish tank and I put all the marbles in the fish tank. And then when my fish passed, I threw the whole thing away. So, not
Yeah.
Pogs, but I collected marbles. Gerard, who got the chat in the diamond. I've done 2 sub with CGG and the process was easy and they have been a great service. I think the guy's name is Charizard Hunter, but crossed a percent CGC 10 to a PGS black label. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that on Squeak's video. Do you know what I'm talking about? Do you know what they're talking about?
I can tell what they did.
Mm-hmm.
They had a CGC 10, and then they
Mm-hmm.
you can send it back into BGS and have them transfer it, and they were able to get a black label, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't see a video about it.
Freeloader says, "Hello there, everyone. Hey, nerdy." Rora says, "You've
Hello,
come
freeloader.
so far, Steph. Glad you've landed on something on your channel that you love. I think you'll stick with it longer than some other flings." I think so too. I think so too.
Hopefully, we'll see. Usually when something starts to stress me out, then you'll notice, because when I get stressed out and things, sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe it's time to take a step back. But I'm really enjoying myself with Pokemon cards. I mean, again, it's something that I've loved. And if for people who followed me, I've actually done Pokemon card stuff since I started my channel, but they were just it was very rare just because most people didn't like watching any of my Pokemon content. Like they were there for sub boxes or
Hmm.
Funko Pops, but no, I don't really care.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Do what you love and exactly. Just do what you love, the content. And when you said it has, when he says, usually stop when something stresses you out, I'm shocked that it has not stressed you out because it's so hard to find cards nowadays. Um, so I'm a little bit surprised because a lot of people, including myself, has stopped purchasing packs for a while because I can't find them. But I have patience, so I'm perfectly fine with that. I haven't even pre-ordered Shining Fates at all. Have you at all?
Yeah, I have.
You
I
have.
am not patient. I am very impatient. That is definitely an issue of mine, and it has stressed me out, like cards in general. But
Uh
I'm
huh.
also, it's like this is. I was just telling people on my in my stream that I've definitely run up my credit card bill recently because one, I've been pre-ordering anything that I can for Shiny Fates, which because I know most of that stuff I'm probably not going to get because I know the allocation is really low.
Uh
But I
huh.
figured I would at least try. So I have spent a lot of money. I have a lot of money in pre-orders of Shiny Fates, so hopefully I can get those. And then two, like even though I have cards, anytime, because cards are so hard to get, anytime I find anything, even though most of the time it's really overpriced, I'm like, oh, there's something available, and then I buy it, even though it's like I already have some. And so I just told everyone today, like, I'm gonna stop buying, even if it's a good deal. I keep telling myself, even if it's a good deal, don't buy it. Although I'll be honest, if it's a really good deal, I don't know if I could pass up a good deal. But if everything else, like, I'm just gonna hold tight. I'm gonna use what I have because I have plenty of. I've been stocking up for the past month, and so I have enough inventory now that to get me through pack breaks or whatever I choose to do, or just me opening up my own packs
Mm-hmm.
and settle my credit card bill down a little bit and just see how it goes.
Gotcha. Where are you pre-ordering them? I'm just curious.
I have them from. I got lucky and got
Okay.
some pre-orders from GameStop. And then honestly, they're just pre-orders from random websites. So I'm sure some of them probably aren't that trustworthy. I have like 6 or 7 websites. Every time I find a website that sells Pokemon cards, I usually like take a look at it and then I
Uh
save
huh.
it. But I want to say most of my pre-orders, it's GameStop, and then there's a couple like online stores that I pre-ordered from that totally upcharged, like super super hardcore upcharged. But I went with it anyways. And I don't even honestly, I got this new app. It's amazing because I tend to buy things and like have. This is how I was with subscription boxes. Like I'd buy things and have no idea what I bought, and I would never track actually what I bought. But I downloaded the app. What is it called? Shop? Is it called Shop? Um, it it tracks all of my packages. So I
Mm-hmm.
did have to give it like access, I think, to my email.
Uh-huh.
shop, and it like, but it literally tracks all my packages and like where they are and if they've been
Uh-huh.
shipped or not. It's really great because it's helped me really keep track of like what things I haven't purchased, because there's a couple things that I pre-ordered some Vivid Voltage in November
Mm-hmm.
that still haven't shipped, and I totally forgot about it. But once I signed up for this app, it like showed me like, oh, you have this purchase that they haven't shipped yet, and I was able to contact the company and say, hey, where's my, where are my boxes? So that's been helpful.
Shop. I've never heard of it. I heard of the vitamin shop, but I'm definitely gonna check that out. Cause I buy a lot of things, but not Pokemon related. But I buy a lot of things. Like I when I'm bored, I sit and I shop. But not Pokemon cards because I've learned to be extremely patient. But I hope you're not paying $150 for those Shiny Fates ETBs. Are you? You?
I honestly couldn't tell you what I spent on them. Yeah, I honestly could. I'm sure, to be honest, I'm sure I probably at some point. Where did I have some from like Dan123 something toys. I don't know. I didn't buy a lot of the ETBs.
Uh-huh.
what I did. The pre-orders that I really focused on were the tins, because I thought the
Uh-huh.
tins were the best deal. I tend to
Uh-huh.
look at the packs, not so much the extra stuff. And the tins that they have 5 packs. What I read, they have 5 packs, and they were going at list cost. It was $30. I was like, oh, that's a great deal. And most of the people upcharge, but still for 5 packs, like I always do the price point. Like I,
Mm-hmm.
figure out how much they're charging me for the packs. I don't even know if I have any ETBs actually on pre-order. I'm not quite
Okay,
sure
cool.
I pre-ordered any of the ETBs.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it.
On a CGG player,
Yeah.
TCG player, they ATBs are going for like 150, and one store has like 1,000 of them. 1,000, I think. Yeah, it was like 99 something. I saw it yesterday. I was like, whoa, that's whoa.
I would totally probably buy one though. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably,
450,
knowing
whoa.
me, probably just, I wouldn't buy a lot. I would buy one
Okay.
and then I wouldn't open it. I have this closet. It's funny because I
Hmm.
saw like that. I think that is that the oh, that's Generations Banjo. I think I
Hmm.
have either that Generations or the Shining Legends box that like I had an extra one that I didn't open. I have a closet upstairs in
Uh-huh.
my old filming space that just has like a lot of the Pokemon stuff. Like I have Generations ETBs that I didn't
Hmm.
open either. And I just like left them sealed, and they're just sitting up there just hanging out, just chilling. Because if I put them, like, I would never be able to have your background, because I have no self control. With Along with no patience, I have no self control.
Uh-huh.
And that's one of the worst things with pack breaks, because I did this new organization
Uh-huh.
system where I have all
Uh-huh.
my packs here,
Hmm.
and then when I get bored, I just start pulling packs for myself and opening
Yes.
packs, and I have no self control. It's really terrible.
I noticed
It's
that
terrible.
at the stream today. You're like, should I open one more? Should I? And you're like asking
So-
yourself, is like, should I? Mm. And then you're
and
like,
then
if I
sometimes I just
don't,
do it.
yeah. And you're like, if I don't pull anything, I don't want to end it bad. And then I knowing, probably you'll probably open
Oh yeah.
another one. So I'm gonna show
Oh
you
yeah.
this, okay? Check out how much Pokemon stuff. Like I'm shocked that I have not opened any of these. I want you to show you. I'll show you my background real quick, okay? 1 second.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. I don't know how you don't open that either. Oh my god, that is so cool. First, that's like super cool. Have you purchased all of those as they've
I
like actually
did.
come
I did.
out?
I even have a storage. This is just duplicates. I have a
Mm-hmm.
storage of Wizard of the Coast seal booster boxes. The only box that I don't have is the Logan Paul box. I don't think I'll ever get that because he just bought 6 of them. Uh,
Yeah.
and
First edition
I
base set.
honestly, if I even have that money, I would probably buy another house. I would not spend it on that box.
Yeah.
But yeah, um, all
That's
the
so cool. That's
all the
so cool.
boxes, yeah, all the boxes I got. I'll show you where to buy them. I'm gonna make a video where I'm buying all these boxes from. Um,
Yeah.
so it's called Safari Zone Collectibles. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
a lot of people have heard about it. Anyways, let's go back uh, with the channel. Oh, so we just kept. I see. I just keep talking. Sometimes I forget about the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be done right there. Okay. Swami Uno wants to know what is the longest running collection, favorite collection that you have?
Um, I think the longest run collection that I have that I've continued to do is probably Pokemon cards actually because
Uh huh.
I have my binder is from like when I started collecting Pokemon cards, the English versions hadn't come out yet. Like it was just Japanese cards. I remember when the English cards came out, I was so snobby. I was like, ew, like those are just the Japanese card. Like I was like really against it. It took me a while to actually start buying English cards, even though I couldn't even get Japanese cards at the time. But yeah, I'd probably say Pokemon cards is the one thing that I've continued to add on to my collection. Obviously, my biggest collection would be Funko Pops. I have so many Funko Pops, but I am trying to downsize that a little bit because those things take up so much space. So much
Yeah.
space. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I barely collect Funko Pops, but I collect the ones I really really like. I got a bunch of Stan Lees in the back. As I know it's all covered, but
Hmm.
the one that I really want right now is the Britney Spears one. Oops, I did it again one. That's the one I want.
Oh,
I I love Britney Spears. I love her.
yeah, that's awesome.
I love Britney
I'm
Spears.
waiting for them to make a Spice Girls set. I will die when a
Yeah,
Spice Girls set of Funko Pops comes out.
yeah.
Ugh.
And I guess Swami wants to know. So I've been collecting Pokemon cards for quite a while. I collect a lot of games, and I eventually will live stream my gaming collection. I have a lot of the older gaming systems. They're all in here in the back. I'm not gonna show the back now, but I have it all on display. Uh, I have all the game system all set up. So I've everything here is in the back. So I collect video games. I collect Pokemon cards, and that's pretty much about it. Yeah, probably like earrings. I like earrings too, but that's totally not cool to collect earrings. But other than that,
Anything is cool. Everything that you want to collect is cool.
yeah, that's true.
That's
I
what I
take that back. Earrings are pretty cool.
say.
Roror says, "Yo, Steph, Halloween goodies are the best."
Oh
Uh,
man.
Let me
Yeah. Oh,
see.
she's talking about.
What's she talking about?
I am. She's talking about my. So when I bought my house, one of the
Uh-huh.
things like I was most excited about when I got my house was Halloween
Mm-hmm.
because I remember being a kid and like going to the houses, the ones that
Uh-huh.
gave you a full candy bar or the ones that gave you a soda, and I was like, I can't wait. Like that was always a life goal of mine. Like I can't wait till I'm an adult and I get to have the coolest. Like I'm gonna have the coolest house on the block when it comes to trick or treaters, and so I am totally into Halloween. I don't even really like Halloween, but what I like is creating a cool setup for the kids, and it's gotten bigger and better. Even this year actually was pretty cool for COVID.
Uh-huh.
But I have like candy, but I also have like a prize table. I wanted to do a carnival this
Uh-huh.
past year, but with COVID, I couldn't do a full blown carnival, so I did like a lollipop tree. But yeah, I do this like just this whole thing, and I use a lot of the stuff that I get from like my sub boxes. Like I have a lot of little like like the mystery toys that you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was able to put them out and let kids pick what they wanted. So that is definitely one thing I love doing. Being a homeowner is having a cool setup for Halloween.
Very nice. Very nice. I went all out on Halloween once, and the next year I was like, I'm good. So I
Yeah.
think, yeah. Are you a holiday person? It seems like you are, or just Halloween Pacific?
I am actually not like even Halloween, like I don't decorate anything. I did buy my first like Christmas decorations this year. I got these like light up things from Target. One's a cat and one's a narwhal, and I was so excited about it. I'm into I don't think I'm into holidays, to be honest. What I like about them is one, when I get time off from work, that's always nice. And then I do like gift giving. I'm not a huge gift receiver, but I really like giving gifts.
Hmm.
This year I wasn't super into it just because of COVID. Like I still haven't had a chance to celebrate Christmas with my god kids. So it was a little bit more low key. But I normally like to give gifts. I think people who watch my channel, yesterday I met up with my friend. So Amy, one of my best friends, Amy, it's her birthday on Monday, this coming Monday, and we did kind of a dinner because outdoor dining's open now,
Mhm.
and we did a smaller dinner. It was just literally me, T, and Ree. So a lot of people will know those people. And I went to FYE beforehand because all of their birthdays, I like Ree's birthday just passed, Amy's birthday's coming up, and then T's birthday's coming up. So I went and I got like the most random things from FYE, and I did like a pick your own gift with them. So I got a bunch of different types of socks, a bunch of different types of Funko Pop
Uh-huh.
keychains.
Mhm.
I got these cool like chopsticks that had these different animal heads on them. I just bought a bunch of random things. And then when they got there, I literally put them each on the table. I said everyone has to pick one. And so they basically created their own birthday gift, but they got to pick what they wanted, like candy. It was kind of crazy, but they actually really liked it, so it was kind of fun. But I love getting gifts and like actually thinking about what people might want and putting things together. I have fun doing things like that.
Very nice. Very creative. Very creative.
Yeah.
SGR says, "How long have you been collecting, and do you collect vintage?"
Um, Pokemon, I've been collecting again since I was a child. I definitely
Mhm.
took a really long break. I would say probably by the time I was in like college to a little bit after college, and then I started up again. And even now, like I wouldn't consider myself even now, like I collect what I like. So it's Pokemon cards to me is almost like Funko Pops. I don't, other than like a couple of the sets, I don't really try to go for the whole set because it's kind of, I found with like Funko Pops, it's very unrealistic. I tried to collect the whole Star Wars set and I got over that really quickly. With Pokemon cards, I have certain cards that I really like and I collect those, and then I have a couple sets. But really, I don't have the, I also don't have the money. Like I'd love to go back and collect vintage now because again, a lot of the cards I see and it just brings me back to my childhood. But I wouldn't say that I go out of my way to collect vintage, but I have vintage just because that's what I collected when I mean, it's vintage now, but all the cards that I collected when I was a child are
Mhm.
clearly old.
Do you still have the cards that you collected as a child?
Yeah, they're actually this was on my dad's like office binders, but this is my childhood binder of cards. And I was totally not good. Like it's so funny. Like it's so cringy when I haven't touched my Charizard still in here. I haven't touched these in years. I pulled out a few extras, but like, and I was the kid who clearly couldn't get my hand on these card sleeves
Like,
very often. So there's some like cards that there's like literally like 10 cards shoved in the thing. But I was actually a pretty good collector when I was a kid. Like I don't have any penny sleeves because I didn't have access to those. But I wasn't one of those kids that like took the cards out. Like once I put them in there, it was like, don't touch them. But it's interesting now going back because I actually have a good amount of like random first edition cards that I had no idea. Like I didn't know what first edition was back then. I just collected, like I really wanted Snorlax cards, and I have my Japanese cards and my holo cards in here. So yeah, it's pretty cool that this binder survived. I remember my neighborhood friends, they collected with me, and I remember they had a garage sale and they sold their cards, and they were like, hey, this was after Pokemon kind of died down a little bit. You could sell your cards. And I was like, no. That's always the thing too. I collect sometimes. I always talk about how I kind of got my collecting from both my mom and my dad. My dad collects because he's like a hoarder collector, and
uh-huh.
my mom collects because she thinks that things are going to be worth millions of dollars. And it's so funny because like I have that
Uh-huh.
mindset sometimes where I do sometimes, I'll be honest, collect things. So I'm like, this is going to be worth so much money in the future. But then it's like weird because I would never sell anything. Like I would never, like I have that mindset, like this is going to be worth tons of money, but I would never sell it. Like if I had a base set booster box, I would never sell it. I would just be like, this is worth a lot of money. And then I wouldn't do anything with it because that's kind of how I collect. Like I'm very like, oh no, I don't want to get rid of it. And so if you've ever seen that SNL skit, have you
No.
ever seen that Star Wars SNL skit?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
It, you should watch it. That's like me. It's like a lot of times when I'm collecting something, I get
Uh-huh.
two. I get one for me to potentially open and enjoy, and then I get one to just leave and don't touch it. Like I'm not going to touch it. It's just going to sit there. And in theory, maybe down the line I'll sell it, but really I won't. But maybe I will. But I have the one that I can actually like play with and open and enjoy. Like that's the type of collector that I am.
Very nice. That's a big binder. I have
I
a bunch
know,
of
and
binders
it's I
somewhere.
probably should.
You gotta sleeve that up. Yeah, sleeve that up.
I
You
know.
gotta sleeve that up. That's funny. It's funny that your mom said that. My mom is completely opposite. Completely opposite. I was telling Swami, another guest that went on my show. My mom was like, "Why are you collecting all these cards? Your collection is like $200." And I looked at her. I'm like, I put this collection in a trust right away after she said that. she's like, it's only worth $200. All of that. She's like, $200. Like,
My mom's the same way. Like when I did Pokemon cards, she was super judgy. She was super judgy.
uh-huh.
But then it's funny, and she's like that with even Funko Pops, right? Because my parents come over our house and they there's Funko Pops all over the place, and my mom is just like, "What is this?" And I always tell her like, "Some of these are worth a lot of money," and
Uh-huh.
"Oh, how much? Oh, which ones? Do you need help selling?" And it's like,
Uh-huh.
so she's like against it until I tell her all of a sudden they're worth a lot of money, and then she's super into it. Because again, that's my mom's mindset. And my dad just shakes his head because he was the one taking me on Beanie Baby hunts, and he wasn't
Mm-hmm.
into. I was into Beanie Babies at first, and I was telling him like, there's these cool things, and then it almost at the end of Beanie Babies,
Mm-hmm.
he was more into Beanie Baby hunting than I was. He was at one point, it got to the point where he was dragging me along. We were waiting outside Wild Birds Unlimited at 6 a.m. to get the new release,
Uh-huh.
Princess Diana bear. And he would give me money because it's one per customer. So he
Uh-huh.
would go in and he'd buy one. And then I would go in and I had like,
Uh-huh.
$20 and I would buy one and you have to check the tags. And so it got to the point where like he had a spreadsheet. I mean, he did all the things. And it definitely, I remember getting to the point where he's like, okay, we're gonna go to these stores, and I was like, do we have to? So I had
Uh-huh.
gotten over it, but he was like still super into it. um but my parents have definitely been a huge part of just like how I'll call it collecting, but sometimes it's definitely hoarding. I'm definitely a hoarder sometimes.
Oh,
I can admit to that.
I'm a hoarder. No, wait, just Pokemon
Yeah.
cards. That's what I'm definitely. If unlimited commons and uncommons ever become so popular, I would be a multi-millionaire because I've hoarded all. I have so many, and it's in my storage, just boxes and boxes and boxes. I have so many of that. It's crazy. I don't think it will ever be that popular, but if ever the unlimited Bell Sprouts, I have
Yeah,
probably 5,000 of those. Bell Sprouts.
that
I don't
is
know
so,
how
you
in
should do a series. You should just do a series where you just film, like take a box out every so often and just film like this is just part one of whatever, however many series, and just show off what even their comments, like especially now. I mean, God, now's the time to do it.
yeah.
Man, you could have a killer series. Honestly, even just with your collection behind you, you could have a killer
I
series.
actually
That'd be
did
so fun.
I actually did a live stream of all the photos that I had. I featured it on my YouTube. I did for 3
Hmm.
hours. Towards the end, I was like, I'm done. I gotta flip the
Yeah,
pages faster. People were like, "Oh my god!" So
yeah.
I mean, I
Oh
give
my
it up to
God.
you and Royalty who live stream for hours and hours. I think my max is like 3 hours, and I'm like, I gotta go. I'm tired. Like so, eventually,
It's true.
yeah.
you
So,
you have to keep track of it. Like when I first started streaming, I
uh
had
huh,
no sense of time,
uh
and
huh,
I'd be on for like 5 to 6 hours, and then when I came back and I was like, okay, guys, I need to figure out how to limit this because this is too long. Today I knew mine was gonna be long. I was like, I'm just gonna do a really long live stream because I haven't done one in a while. But it's definitely like I props to like Royalty's been streaming. He's been doing it like daily now, and
I
it's crazy.
know.
Like I wish I had that commitment in me, but I am so tired after work that I could not commit to that.
Exactly. And Swami says, "What is your longest running collection?" Oh, I think did we? Oh yeah, we answered that. I'm sorry about that. I think I fixed the thing. Now the comments are showing. All right, I like that. Okay. All right. Gerardo wants to know Mewtwo versus Frieza, which is Dragon Ball Z. Who wins?
I'm gonna go with Mewtwo only because I don't watch DBZ, so I don't really know if Frieza is good or not. But Mewtwo is awesome, so I'm gonna go with Mewtwo.
Mewtwo.
I'm biased.
True. I don't watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna learn. I'm definitely gonna. You know what's funny that I don't know how to play the Pokemon TCG. I don't know how to play it at all, but I know how to play the Dragon Ball Z card game. That's
Oh, you know how to play Dragon Ball
yeah,
Z?
I
That's
do.
interesting.
I do. And I don't even collect the cards, but I played. I learned how to play it, but I don't. And on the other hand, if someone asks about Pokemon cards, I've I don't even know. So
I made it a point a few years ago actually
uh
to
huh.
learn how to play. I wanted to see what these code cards did, the code cards that come in every
Hmm.
pack, and I was like, what does this do? And so I actually signed up for Pokemon TCG Online
Uh huh.
and Addictive Personality, got super into it. Oh, it was bad. It was almost as bad as Pokemon Go. I got really into Pokemon Go. I
Hmm.
had to like stop cold turkey because I mean it was I was spending like 8 hours a day playing Pokemon Go for like I did it for I think 2 or 3 weeks straight and I had to stop. I just like literally stopped because I was able to get myself to like level 22 in that first 2 weeks and it was just crazy. And so Pokemon TCG Online is the same thing. I learned how to play. I just downloaded the app and like learned how to play it and then got really into it. I went and bought myself a tablet and that was my Pokemon TCG Online tablet. And
Hmm.
that's all I would do for hours is just sit and play. I have a whole vlog I just recently realized that I didn't remember I even recorded of me recording myself playing Pokemon TCG Online. But I really like the game. But I stopped playing because it got to the point where I was spending way too much time doing it. So I just had to stop. I couldn't keep doing that.
Yeah, I work a lot of hours. I work like about 40 hours, and I work several different jobs after, and takes a lot of time. That's why I completely stopped playing online. I used to play a lot of PS like PlayStation, Xbox, but I stopped.
Hmm. Hmm.
Now I just work, um, and just do Pokemon live stream and do other things on the side. So Rover says she's
Yeah.
so afraid of shipping and things not getting to people. That's good
It was,
customer
it's because
service. Uh
I
huh.
had a bad experience early on in my channel. I had gotten a bunch of GameStop mystery boxes, and there was this other YouTuber who was like, "Oh, I really want one of those pops." And I was like, "Here, I'll ship it to you." And I shipped it, and when he got it, it was destroyed. Like it had just been destroyed, and I just was like horrified. And I don't think it was anything I did. I'm sure I didn't
Mhm.
properly protect it at the time. Like I didn't really
Mhm.
understand. They didn't protectors like that back then. And
Yeah.
so, I don't even remember how I did it, but it looked like somebody had stepped on the box. And after that, I was just like, oh, I can't ship things. Like, is this how it's going to be when people get their stuff? I'm super like into it now. Like, I always put all the pops and pop protectors, I wrap them in like hella bubble wrap. Like, I'm very big about it now. But yeah, I had some really bad experiences that made me really just like, oh, I don't know how to ship things. Like, I'm not going to even touch that.
Gotcha. Freeloader says team up reprinting is coming. Any input? Hmm.
Any input?
Hmm.
I don't know what that means, but um Team Up's a cool set. It's not one of my favorites. I wasn't a huge fan of that. I know there's some really cool cards, but for some reason, when I actually started opening those packs, I wasn't a huge fan of the cards. But I'm down for any reprint that they want to do because it's so hard to get cards now where it's like if they want to reprint everything so that we can actually get cards and they have them available, I'm down. I'm down
Gotcha.
for any of them, except for maybe Steam Siege and Rebel Clash.
Freeloader, where did you hear that? I have not heard that. I heard rumors about Cosmic Eclipse being reprinted, and some of the distributor has said so, but I have not seen any allocations yet. Where did you hear that? Let me know in the chat, please, because I did not. That's the first time hearing it from you. So please let me know where you heard that. That would be great. Because I'm curious myself. Because last time I heard a box was going up for really, it was like up in the hundreds of like 300 plus. So let me know. That would be great. That would be great. So now I just want to I want to ask a question because this is such a great segue to it. Since you're a collector, are you also more of an investor in Pokemon cards? As in, are you afraid that, hey, I'm buying so and so boxes, I'm worried about Pokemon reprinting and the prices of the box
Oh,
going down? Check this out real
no.
quick.
No. I don't
Okay.
have any I'm sure in my mind I think I'm an investor, whatever that means.
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I like to keep things that's just how I like to keep things sealed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing actually that's bad about Pokemon cards because obviously I want to open every pack and like with
Mm-hmm.
Funko Pops I can keep every I don't have to touch anything. It's like look at my Funko Pop, it's in a box and you can see it. Um I I save sealed product, but I wouldn't say I'm sure in my mind I think one day it's gonna be worth millions of dollars. But again, I would never sell it when it got to that point. So yeah, I don't have any. If anything, I probably would get excited because then I'd be like, oh, now I can open this and not worry about that. Like I have a Generations ETB, and I was like, oh, that'd be fun to open. But I'm like, no, I'm not gonna open it right now because like it's worth a lot of money. So I'm sure if they ever reprinted Generations and then it dropped down, I'd probably be like, oh, great, now I can actually, to be honest, I probably still wouldn't open it. It'd still stay sealed, and I'd probably just buy a new one and then open that one because I don't know. I think I just like having things unopened in general. I think that's just like your background is my dream. I wish that I didn't know about booster boxes. I didn't even know that was something that a person could buy until not that long ago. I'll be honest. Like I was the type of person who thought you had to get cards when you went to Target. You just get like a sleeved card and
Uh-huh.
that's the booster pack that you got. Like I didn't realize that you could go online
Mm-hmm.
and buy booster. And when I did realize it years ago, I was like, this is way cheaper. Like it's
Oh
so much
yeah.
cheaper. But I didn't know that that was a thing until literally recently, where I was like, oh, you can just go online and people sell booster boxes. And
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea. I thought that you could only get packs out of collection boxes and
Mm-hmm.
blister packs and sleeve because that's all I
Mm-hmm.
had ever seen at like the store. I just didn't realize there was a whole background of booster box things that you could get. And yeah,
Yeah.
so
That's what I always tell about the viewers here. Um, I always tell them my method is I barely open packs. Barely. I mean, I support channels like Royalty, my friends. I support it, but not because
mhm.
I want to buy it and invest in the packs or invest in the cards. I do it because I support. And I go
Yeah.
out, I buy. Have you heard of claim sales at all? Ever heard of claim sales? And
No, I
mm,
saw it in your description, but I don't
okay,
know what that is. Oh, is that where
claims.
you watch things and you say, claim, I want it,
Yes,
and then they give it to you?
yes, on yeah, on Facebook. Yes, exactly. So
Yeah.
they will do like
Okay, I
cheap
have
claim
seen that.
sale, and that's where I buy individual cards, or I just go out and I buy the master set. And then I
Yeah.
take the money that I save from, not opening packs, I spend it all on seal collection. That's it. And
Oh,
I just buy all these seal collections, not seal collections, seal boxes, and just boxes that I have tons of it, and I put in the storage. That's what I do. That's how exactly how I collect. And I've just noticed that booster boxes, seal booster boxes, go up over time, but individual cards and Seam Siege, one of the worst set. It's like
yeah.
that. You can buy a whole master set for like under $100 on TCG Player, but the booster
Yeah.
boxes are going up to like $220 from last from what I've
Yeah.
heard. So that's exactly what I've been doing. I just go out, I buy individual cards. I barely open any packs. Individual cards. I take the money that I save, buy all the
And then
seal
you buy.
collections that I have, put it in the storage, and it went up. So I am sitting about 500 generation boxes, not boxes, seal packs that I've collected and just hoarded throughout the years. I'm For my claim sales, I'm planning to open some of them, actually 300 of them. So that's on the website. Eventually, it's gonna go up, but that's how I've been telling people. If Because people ask, how do you even collect? I says I don't even know if I really collect. I just buy the cards that I want, barely open any packs, and just put it on the seal collection. So,
I'm so jealous. And I know it's one of those things where it's like, and again, this even goes to like Funko Pops for me.
uh
I know that that's the way to go. I know that if I want the whole set, I could just go by individual. Like even vintage cards. You look up when
yeah.
you do all these vintage breaks. I just
Yeah.
did a way overpriced one recently, and you know, I got a stupid card, and then I looked at the values, like, oh, I could have gotten all those cards for like
Yeah.
$25 on eBay. But the
Yeah.
problem is I love, I love the thrill of
Yeah.
like the hunt. I love
Yeah.
gambling. It's
Yeah.
basically gambling, and I love gambling. And like it's like I went through a okay, it's not a phase because if when it
Okay.
reopens, I'm gonna be there. But I love Dave and Buster's, and I went and like for like 2 months straight, and people saw this on my vlogs. I went to Dave and Buster's every Wednesday,
Uh-huh.
and don't I spent way too much money, and to the point where I won an iPad Pro from games
Wow.
from Dave and Buster's. I was trying to get a watch, but they discontinued it. So then I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna go to
Uh-huh.
the next thing and get an iPad, and I got it, which is crazy because one, I didn't need an iPad. The iPad's actually still sitting in the box in my room, but it's like that thrill of like getting it, and that's how I feel about Pokemon cards. It's about Funko Pops. Like there's Funko Pops I really want. And instead of just buying the Funko Pop, spending a little bit extra money, what I tend to do is I'm like, oh, a mystery box. And there's a chance for me to win the Funko Pop that I like. And then I buy just way more money worth of mystery boxes. I get a lot of Funko Pops that I don't care for. And I don't necessarily get the pop that I wanted. But when I do get the pop that I wanted, it's like, so I love that feeling. And it's the same with Pokemon cards. It's like literally the same with Pokemon cards where I think I just like the thrill of chasing
Yeah.
something. And a lot of times I get cards that I don't even want, but I'm like, oh, I won something. Like it's great.
Yeah.
It's like win. It's like the feeling of winning is what I like,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah. I think that's where it's attractive to most people, as long as people don't have buyer's remorse. And I tell to people what I do in the stream every day. I do finance. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I stepped back and I'm like, okay, this is how I make the most money. So what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing right now is just buying master set. I barely have any vivid voltage cards. Barely. I'm not hopping to
Mm-hmm.
that train into waves and waves because I think Pokemon's gonna reprint that set until the printer burns down. That's my
Oh
honest
yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Oh
There's no
yeah.
point of paying $250 for that booster box. That's I've been telling people that don't even. If you want to save, I barely have anything yet. So back then, before the crazy hype, I would just buy the master set, invest in just um, Pikachu promos, Pikachu
Yeah.
Japanese promo to be exact.
Yeah.
And I gambled on that, and it paid off because I have a lot of the like the seal collection in the storage that I bought. That I have it all, like the Maro Pikachu and all of
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, but that's what I've been buying a lot. I've been buying a lot of Japanese Pikachu promos. So
Yeah.
let's go
That's so cool.
back to the comments. We're just talking. Roro says you have been my boss when I work for the city recreation. I work at the Transram. I worked at then ran the programs. Cool.
Yeah, so Rory was in recreation. So if
Uh
we
huh.
lived in the same city, I probably would have been one of her bosses, which would have been crazy. But she lives far away, so.
Freeland says a moment of silence in the chat for a friendly neighborhood fish who's swimming with other fishes. uh, okay. All right. See.
I guess how many pops? I have a lot of pops, but I am trying to downsize my collection because I think my collection was at 800 at one point. But
Uh
I
huh.
actually have way more than that because I have like probably hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pops that I don't. They weren't in my collection. They're just like my extra pops. But I have gotten better at selling them, so now they're not just sitting there as much.
Gotcha. 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 Roro says you go to phases. Ah, okay. Metro wants to know
I go through
how
phases.
many Funko Pops do
Yeah.
you have? Uh
So that's what did you? How many Funko Pops do you have?
I'm not a big collector. I say about under 30. About 30.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
so
more
you
of
really,
a
yeah.
yeah, just more of a character. I have all the Halloween horror ones like Michael, Freddy, definitely
Oh,
Britney Spears. I gotta get that one. I'm going a little crazy about that. Um, I might just have to succumb and just buy it online.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just probably gonna buy. I will. Selena, definitely Selena. Um, yeah, I'm more of like character specific. That's why I like it. more a little bit more Marvel here and there.
Hmm.
Comic Cons Funkos actually attract me a lot. A little bit more expensive, but I'm not a huge collector like you are. I I collect because I support the character. That's more like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's how I started. That's how I started. I don't know what happened. I started with Force Awakens and
mhm
Harry Potter. When I really,
mhm
really started collecting Funko Pops, like
mhm
legitimately, I
mhm
was just collecting like Harry Potter and Force Awakens.
mhm
And then I don't know. Now there's Funko Pops of everything. I love ad icons. Like I like I don't know. I just like things that are things. I just
mhm.
am really into that. But then I realized like it was too much. Like they have so many ad icon pops that I had to stop. But I do love con exclusives, and I like Freddie Funko is actually one of my favorite
Mhm.
things to collect, and that's the Funko Pop mascot, or like Funko's mascot.
Gotcha.
And I've always just been really like into him. So like, and they do mashups with him where he's like it's like Freddie Funko but as C3PO, and I'm like, oh,
Uh
that's
huh.
cool. But now those things are really expensive. A lot of those pops are really expensive.
Gotcha. Both of you, I got a question. What's the dumbest price you paid considering Pokemon? Hmm.
Oh, well, I just bought a Vivid Voltage booster box for 250, which was pretty ridiculous.
That is.
Everything that you just said don't do, everything that you just said don't do, I totally do it. Cuz again, I'm one of those people, but I mean, I guess it's part cuz like when I'm doing pack breaks, it's like I
Uh
want
huh.
to have like I do pack battles. I don't know if
Uh
you saw
huh.
the pack battle at the beginning of my stream today, but like I do pack battles, and I tried to do a pack battle not using a booster box, and I
Uh huh.
hated it. I
Uh huh.
really disliked it. And so I was like, I'm gonna get my hands on a booster box and do the pack battle again.
Uh
And
huh.
so yeah, I most of the Pokemon stuff I buy right now is just ridiculously priced. Like I'll be honest, it's stupid.
Message me. I'll show you where to buy some. Message me. We'll
Yeah.
talk about it later.
you would be
You
very
don't. You definitely don't
you
want to
would
pay
be
that.
very disappointed. You'd be so disappointed if you saw all
You
the prices
definitely
I've
don't
been
have any
paying.
patience.
I just don't know. Oh
You're
man.
so
I
funny.
felt pretty dumb though. I will say that I felt pretty dumb. I
Mhm.
bought Real Breaking Nate. Do you know his YouTube
Oh, I
channel?
love him. I love him. I love how
Yeah.
open he
So
is. Uh huh.
he did a box break on Whatnot.
Uh
It
huh.
was, I think it was a jungle box,
Uh
and
huh.
I bought one of those, and it was like $350 a pack, and I know I could have gotten it way cheaper just buying a pack on eBay or whatever,
Uh huh.
but I was like, oh, I'll support, and I did it, and I didn't necessarily regret it because I knew there's a chance that there would
Mhm.
just be nothing, but I was like, man, that no, that was not worth $350. It never really is it? It's, I don't know. So that was one of the ones where I was like, oh, that was kind of stupid. I could have bought a whole booster box of Vivid Voltage for that price.
That is true. That is true. Let's. That's a good question. Um dumbest price you can pay considering Pokemon. Oh my goodness. See. I've learned a lot throughout the years. I've learned a lot. I have learned a lot. I have paid $27 for. I've said this multiple times. Throughout the chat, but I paid $27 for a generation pack. In like 2 weeks, it went down to $9 because Pokemon reprinted. I went, oh. So I did.
Uh-huh.
I bought into the hype. I really did for generations. I bought all into the hype. I spent a lot of money, and then in 2 weeks, it just went down to like $9 a pack. And then a shop closed, and I started to. The shop closed, and local card shops closed near me. And the guy said, I can't even sell these for $2 a pack. Do you want to buy them all for like. I said, okay. So for 500 packs, I
Oh,
bought them for $2. Yep, I still have them now. Um, but it's a lot of trial and error, and I've learned just to be extremely patient. With Pokemon, I
uh,
have, but other stuff like clothes, no, I have not been. So I will
it's-
I will admit to that. But Pokemon, I've
I
learned to
want to
be
change my
patient.
answer actually.
Mhm.
I want to change my answer
Okay.
because we were talking earlier. So I actually have two answers. One,
Okay.
the dumbest price that I've paid is the two big, way stupid purchases I tried to make on Facebook Marketplace and got super scammed. Super scammed. Like, so, and the first time I got scammed and I thought I learned my lesson. So I was like, oh, I'm doing it the right way. And then realized I got scammed again, which I didn't, the second time I didn't even want to tell people about it because I was like, I should have known. It's funny because the guy who scammed me, I thought I was going through the right process because he like sent me an offer through messages and I thought that was through the marketplace because that's how I found this guy and it wasn't. And it's funny because he sent me a tracking number, he
Okay.
disappeared.
Okay.
I looked at the tracking number and it looked like it was just going around. It was like from Kentucky and it went to St. Louis and it was like I was like, I'm never gonna get this. Then I looked up the guy. I was able to research him, and he was like a convicted felon in the state of Kentucky. And I was like, oh my god! And I threw down so like the most money I've ever thrown down for just the two purchases that I made there was stupid. And so now I just stay away from Facebook Marketplace because I don't like the way that they do. It's really hard if you don't know. Like
Mm-hmm.
again, I thought I was going through the right channels. It was like make me an offer and all this stuff, and I thought that was through the marketplace, and it ended up not being through the marketplace, and there was nothing I could do about it. So
What?
that was really dumb. Huh?
Did you
It's
pay?
because okay, so the first
Okay.
time I got scammed, it was my fault. The guy was like, "Oh, the listing was on Facebook Marketplace," and when I asked him about it, he's like, "Oh yeah, we have this, and you can send me through PayPal." And so that was our stupid. And he's like, "Oh, friends and family," and that was really really stupid. Yeah, I knew it was stupid. And what I did was I took the risk for one item, a
Uh-huh.
smaller item,
Uh-huh.
but then he posted that he had this. I'll tell you, I'll be honest. He told me that he posted that he had an Evolutions booster box, and it was too
Okay.
good to be true. I should have known from the get go it's too good to be true. But when
Uh-huh.
that came, he's like, "Oh yeah, PayPal me on my wife's PayPal." And da 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 da. And then I never even heard back from him. He like fell off the face of the earth. And I was like, oh, I just got scammed. The other guy had a collection of cards that I was really interested in. And that one again, I was like, oh, I learned my lesson. Don't pay through PayPal. And what happened was that I sent him an offer and he accepted it, but it is like I sent the offer through Marketplace, but I guess when something's over 500, you can't actually sell an item where it's shipped
Mm-hmm.
apparently is what I've heard. And so he sent me an offer through the messenger and I thought it was through like Facebook Marketplace. So I was like, oh yeah. And then I did it. And then I actually just got the car. I actually got the package. It was funny. I got the package. It took like 5 weeks to get to me. I got the package and it was like a stack. It was supposed to be a full binder worth of cards and it was about a stack. It was like a stack of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So I
Hmm.
knew that that was a scam. That's the felon that I bought from
Oh,
that I didn't know
gotcha.
was a felon when I bought it from.
Gotcha.
Anyways, I stopped doing that. Now I'm not. I don't buy on Facebook Marketplace. But the other place that I probably I do streams. I do pack breaks. Like I go and buy pack breaks, and I've definitely overpaid on like Whatnot. I get really into the auction.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've definitely way overpaid on Whatnot. And then also, there's some streamers, we were talking about that earlier. There's some pack break streamers who charge hell of money for their packs. Like, and I know when I'm doing it that that's way too much money, but
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I do it anyways.
Yeah. Yeah. We've talked about that. SGR says,
Yeah.
I got the first edition Wizard of the Coast Space Shuttle is through Neo Destiny with a question mark. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Would you clarify? Not sure what he means by that.
You.
And Swami says, you
Oh,
gotta do
I
a
think he says you got.
says
You
you
got
got
the first edition. I
I'm not
don't think I have it. Do you have it?
I'm not sure. Oh, like the
Do you have a
booster
shadow?
boxes? I have all the sealed Wizard of the Coast boxes in my storage. The only box that I don't have is the Logan Paul box, which is the first edition Satellus box. Yeah, so I don't have that, but I do have a first edition Neo Destiny. I have all. I have it all. It's in my storage. It's kind of funny because I mentioned my storage and talking about scam, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mentioned my storage, and I would get messages from people I don't even know on Instagram, like, "Hey, if I come over, to California where you live, do you want to show me your storage?" I think I got like 3 messages from that from like just random people, and I'm like, block, block,
Yeah. Oh, that's
block.
creepy and
Yeah,
scary.
yeah. I was like, no way, no way. Rover says she has a ton of Funko Pop. Let me see.
I don't know if she's talking about me or I don't know how many Funko Pops Rory has, but she might be talking about me. I think we're a little bit behind in the chat. I'm not
Oh,
quite
we
sure.
definitely are, because Swabby says
Do
Funko Pop takes up too much room. Okay.
That is actually one of the reasons recently I took a break from Funko Pops. I looked around my house and realized that I had Funko Pops literally on my landing. I have a whole room upstairs full of Funko Pops. They were on my staircase landing. They were on my kitchen table. They were in the den. They were in my bedroom. I was like, this is out of control. And Pokemon cards are a lot easier because they don't take up as much space, which is nice.
That's very true. I saw that binder of yours.
Yeah.
Thomas says, and this question is for you because I definitely don't know this. Thomas says, do Funko Pops have any value? Are they worth investing in? Or do you only buy what you like? Definitely for you on that.
I do both. I definitely buy what I like, and I've definitely purchased pops that I think are worth investing. And it's very hit or miss. Honestly, I've recently found that a lot of the pops that were just common pops that weren't a big deal are actually worth a lot of money. And sometimes the ones that I think are going to be worth a lot of money, like the con exclusive, or sometimes they're not worth any money. So the lessons I've learned is honestly, you should probably not buy Funko Pops in terms of investing. There are definitely some good ones, but it's hard to tell what is going to blow up. It's the same. Funko Pops are actually very similar to to Pokemon cards because they vault. So like when a pop becomes vaulted, then of course the value most likely will go up because they're not making them anymore. But Funko Pop has totally flooded the market where I'm not really quite sure in regards to value. Like I have Funko Pops that are worth $2 that I probably paid like $15 to $20 for, and they're worth $2 now. A lot of the Funko Shop exclusives actually are like that. You pay $23 shipped, and they might be worth maybe $8. And so you just never really know. I would never tell somebody to invest in Funko Pops. But if you like Funko Pops, sometimes you get lucky and there's Funko Pops that just kind of increase in value unexpectedly, and then it's great. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that I know, don't even I collect because I like it. I don't think of any investment in that. Unlike Pokemon, where I hoard, I said I think these are gonna go up, but I know nothing about Funko Pop. Hey
Yeah.
Joseph. uh, I was shooting for a massive first ed shadowless binder, but the prices got all stupid. Oh yeah, the prices are definitely all stupid now. Let's see, where do you buy your cards except for not anymore Facebook Marketplace? So where do you buy vintage cards? It's eBay.
Oh,
Okay, you said
yeah.
whatnot, Craigslist,
Yeah.
OfferUp. Any other app?
I did some vintage on eBay and I wasn't a fan of it. I've actually the best place recently that I've gotten more like better like random vintage cards is the Whatnot app from sellers that I like,
Uh-huh.
I trust and I know. I don't really buy a lot of singles cards and things like that. So I don't, but in general I do. I'm an eBay shopper. I like eBay. I like Mercari. I sometimes like Facebook Marketplace, but mostly I don't. I would say probably eBay and Mercari and then Whatnot are like the three main sites in regards to like cards or vintage. I don't buy a lot of vintage. I want to. I wish I could, and I wish I had the funds to do that. And when I do start buying like packs, I do want to at least get a couple, again of the Japanese like old school packs, and I'll probably just buy those off eBay to be honest, and then I probably never open them. In my mind, I'll open them, but I probably won't open them because unless I buy two, then maybe I'll buy two and open one.
Gotcha. SSR says postal carriers get treats left at Steph's door too.
Yeah, I have a snack box because I get so many packages at my house. It was something I wanted to do for years. I just never did it, and then finally I did it where I just have like a box outside of my house that has snacks and drinks and everything, so that the people who deliver packages can grab something. Um,
Be the one you love. I can't get over that name. That's amazing. I sure the children that came to your house bragged about it when they got back to school, and they surely remember it fondly.
Oh, Brendan. Yeah. Actually, I have a reputation out in my neighborhood of having like, I don't know if this is about Halloween, but I definitely have a reputation in my neighborhood now, which is cool because that's what I wanted. I wanted to have the coolest house in the neighborhood.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh wow, I totally uh totally like clicked something and the chat went zoom all the way down. Okay. We all right. Okay, I definitely want to mention this cuz I think happy early birthday Amy and I'm glad you saw and re. Did you see that comment? So Rora says that I definitely want to
Yeah, T and
display
Ree.
that.
Roy, thank you. And I see a lot of people asking. And yes, Dana, Chris, Amy, T, and Ree all have birthdays in the month of January and February. Those are all the people that are my friends that people know from my channel, from my vlogs and stuff. And yeah, all of their birthdays are all together. We just celebrated last week with Chris and Dana. But I will make sure that I'll let them know that you guys all said happy birthday to them.
Excellent. Perfect. And let me see. Metro wants to know. Let me see. Oh yeah, are very close together. Perfect. I definitely want to display that.
Yeah.
Both. Um, are you able to use sponsors for your channels? Do you, do you have any sponsors?
No, I'm scared of sponsors. I'm scared of sponsors because of the commitment. I'll be honest. I don't like commitment in general, but I think with sponsors and the like the stress of making sure that you create a video that most likely says something really good about like all this stuff. I've always been the type that like I just don't want to feel like I'm being guided in whatever I'm posting. I
Uh huh.
definitely have had sub box companies send me things and I'm usually pretty clear to people like, oh, I got this from the company and I'll give an honest opinion about it. Which usually means because most of the time I didn't really like the box and I would say that and then I wouldn't get to work with them anymore. But I at one point in my channel history, I probably could have had a lot of sponsors, but I also was really scared about like because a lot of times I don't even know how sponsorship works, but I feel like you have to like sign agreements and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never
you do.
had yeah, like I don't really do that. And I get scared by that because I get scared that I'm gonna get like sued or something. So I would say for me, no. I used to get money from just like if somebody used my link, like my affiliate link,
Uh huh.
that
Uh
would be
huh.
one way that I have made money in the past. But I've never like received money from a company for doing a video, which is surprising actually, because I've done like my videos, especially in the beginning, were just like all me promoting sub boxes, but it was just me buying sub boxes and then
Mm,
promoting them or seeing if I liked them. It wasn't necessarily to actually promote the box, which is kind
gotcha.
of crazy. Do you have a
St- Steph, hello.
yeah? Oh,
Oh,
can you
there you
hear
are.
me?
Yeah. I you. The last thing I heard was, do you have a? What did you ask?
Oh, do you have a sponsor on your
Not at
channel?
all. My channel is so small. Not at all. Not at all. So hopefully, I'm working really hard to grow this channel. So, um, I'm pretty excited. Thank you for coming on, and I have a lot of guests, coming up as well. So I'm pretty excited. I want to definitely grow this channel and help educate people on just collecting. But we'll see. We'll see. Not at all.
Yeah.
And my work may be a little bit conflicted because we'll see. Hopefully this channel grows and
Yeah.
because I'm an attorney and I don't know if eventually my work will be like, hey, my attorney is on YouTube live right now. She's talking about Pokemon cards. But you know what? When she's in court, she's gonna get you. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I want to make sure that I have to maintain a reputation as an attorney as well. So hopefully we'll see, but I always will put my career first. I know Leonhardt quit being an attorney so he can open Pokemon packs is because he has a stable income with YouTube. I don't. I'm
Yeah.
not even monetized
Yeah.
yet. Um, but
Yeah.
even if I'm monetized, I don't know if they will ever pay me as much as I'll make as an attorney salary. So we'll see. Um, but we'll see. I considered changing my YouTube name to PokeLaw one time, but that's too much. too much.
That's interesting that you say that because I had the same when I started this channel. I
Uh-huh.
was at a lower level in my job, and
Uh-huh.
I got promoted at some point to a supervisor. And it was like, oh, am I going to be that weird supervisor that opens up Pokemon cards? But then I got to
Uh-huh.
the point where I was like, yeah, honestly, that's what I do. Like that's these are the things that I like to do, and my job is recreation, so I'm supposed to be fun anyways. But I
Yeah.
totally get where you're coming from because I'm very
Yeah.
career driven, and
Yeah.
it's always been something that I've been very aware of. And again, that's also one of the reasons I keep things family friendly because I
Uh-huh.
have kids from my job who watch me and and I'm not trying to get parent complaints or anything like that. So, but yeah, I totally get that. That's very
Yeah.
relatable.
Yeah. So this is like a different angle for me. This is when I do my YouTube video, but here I have another computer screen, which is what I can see you on. That's my work computer. So
Hmm.
when I do like interviews, because I'm looking for a different job right now, when I do Zoom interviews,
Hmm.
I face this way, so they don't see the Pokemon cards. They just see a nice bed, which I usually make, and that's it. They don't see anything else. My work does not know any of this stuff unless we're friends on Facebook. But I've such great
Yeah.
coworkers who won't say to management saying, "Hey, she does this on YouTube." But I love my work. I know if anything they'll be supportive of it, but I don't know if my new job will be because I am looking for a supervising attorney position. So, but like I said, this is gonna be completely different. I don't ever plan on telling my work what I do. So, but
Yeah.
if they know, I hope. So yeah, let me see. This collection's worth $200. Bloomers. Yeah, my mom. My mom. Okay. So SGR said, trick trivia question. Who would win in a fight between Sabrina and Dark Magician Girl? All yours on this one.
I don't even know what I don't even know. I actually don't even know what that's in reference to. Are you talking about Sabrina, the gym
Yes.
trainer, or is
Yeah.
this?
I think so.
Oh,
I think so.
mm,
Unless it's about, is
uh,
it a Yu-Gi-Oh question? Because I don't know anything about
I don't know.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know who Dark Magician Girl. So I'm gonna go with Sabrina. I just actually watched an episode of. I've been rewatching
Mhm.
Pokemon, the like original series, because I watched that when I was a kid, and so I've been rewatching that. And I just actually passed the episode of where they bump into Sabrina. So I'm gonna say
Mhm.
Sabrina.
Nice. And they said, SGS says, reprint. Are you kidding me? I've never heard of the team up reprint. I'm actually gonna look at it and look into it. I'm actually gonna email a couple of people to say, hey, did you get any allocations for team up? Let me know. Uh, and I really like team up as well. I really, really like team up. So will be very happy if they do a reprint. I do. Um, People that hoarded all the boxes probably won't be, but I like team up. I hope they do. So if that reprint is legit, that means people are about to get slaughtered. That's true. Let me see.
Magic
Swam says, yeah,
Queen.
I don't know if it'll get reprinted though. Came out in 1st February 2019. Nothing in Pokemon surprised me anymore. I don't think they'll reprint Generations, but I think with X and Y, I don't know. What's your opinion on just reprint? Are you more favorite towards reprint, or do you just a collector and says the more printed the better?
I honestly, again, because you asked that question, is like, would I be scared if they reprinted now? The box that I've hoarded for years is not going to be worth that much. And to
Uh-huh.
me, honestly, like the boxes that I've hoarded aren't necessary. They're not necessarily for value. So I wouldn't mind if it makes it easier to find cards. I'm
Uh-huh.
down, honestly. And that's the problem though, because right, Funko Pops at one point were really hard to find, and then they
Mm-hmm.
flooded the market, and then it was like too easy to find. And so I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care. If it makes cards easier to find, in my mind, I'm like, let's do it. Like, I'm down for it. I like the Hidden Fates reprint. I was
Uh-huh.
able to get some of the ETBs, which you probably would have hated the prices that I got them for. But now I'm okay with it because now those boxes have jumped up to $200.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to get them for like 100, 125, which I know was still way overpriced. But I've never seen a Hidden Fates ETB in the wild, like legitimately in the wild. So yeah, I mean, yeah, if they can reprint and that means I have better access to cards, I'm down. I'm down for
Yeah,
that. But
like,
that's again
mhm,
the not investor in me, because that would be it is true. Like if
mhm,
you're an investor, then you
mhm,
probably hate that because it's
mhm,
going to lower the value of what you have. But I'm not.
mhm.
I I don't. In my mind, I think I do things for money, but I think deep down I don't actually do things for money. It's weird.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you mean. I do. I know exactly what you mean by that. Metro says, "I wish I could date someone like these ladies. They're both into the things I like." Oh.
Um, would it be okay? I just found out that my mom's outside. I didn't know that because she made some crab
Yeah,
for me. Can I run downstairs and let her in so I could just get that? Okay, I'll be
go
right back.
ahead.
In
I
only
will
10 to
definitely
minutes. Sorry, guys.
entertain with this question. I will definitely go ahead. I will entertain with this question. Well, let me know. Well, in that case, I am single and ready to mingle. So, that's really funny. You guys are so funny. And it's hard because back then, when I was doing, when I was dating, I would go on dates and I would not proudly say I collect Pokemon cards. I would not. When when guys, um, or females, depends how I feel, would ask me, what do you like? I would not share I date Pokemon cards. Now I do. Now I proudly says I collect Pokemon cards. But back then, Pokemon was not considered cool, but I've always been a nerd, so um but other than that, now I definitely do.
Sorry.
Oh, hey, welcome back. That was pretty fast. I was just telling about my dating life while you were gone.
Oh, was
I was telling them how,
are
like,
you already?
back then, back then I was like, when I would go on dates, I would not tell the people that I'm going on dates. They'll be like, "Oh, so what do you do? What are your hobbies?" I would be like reading, uh,
Oh,
other stuff. Reading. I ice skate. I know how to ice skate. I'll be reading, ice skating. I would not say collect Pokemon cards. I would be like a little shy. Now I just say now Pokemon cards is moving to the top. I says I collect Pokemon cards. I like to read and I also like to ice skate. My dating profile 101.
that's awesome. Yeah, I hit a point in my life where I was like, you know what? Like I was always worried people were gonna judge me, and then
Mhm.
there was something that clicked years ago. That I was like, you know what? I don't care. Like this is what I like to do. So take it or leave it because I can't hide it. Like you come to my house and it's like, I would never be able to hide anything.
Yeah, that's true. I Yeah, I would not mention it on the first date, but when they usually come over, they'll be like, "Oh, here's the setting. Oh, and not only
Yeah,
that, I have a storage full of it too." They'll be like,
yeah,
"Oh, cool." But that's when they really like you already, so they'll probably look past the Pokemon cards. But now,
yeah,
if they don't like me for my Pokemon collection, they will not get a call back. So,
yeah. Uh, let's see.
whoops, meant to say PCG Radio mentioned a team up reprint. I did not know that. I'm actually Facebook friends with Ross, so I'll actually reach out to him. I'm also gonna try to get him to be on, I guess, as well. And let's see. Let's see. Okay. It says, how do you figure out rotations? Usually 2 years. Thank you, Swami. Let me see. Wasn't Roaring Sky 3 years when they touch it? Let me see. Do you pay Pokemon TCG at all? At all? Are you learning?
Do I play it?
Yeah, the Pokemon trading card game.
Yeah, no, I mean I don't play it now right
Hmm.
now because I played it and was like super addicted to it and then had to stop. But yeah, I you know what's the one good thing about Pokemon TCG
Uh huh.
online for me is that
Hmm.
it makes you appreciate cards in a different way. So I
Hmm.
definitely not lately haven't been doing that, but like when I got into Pokemon TCG online, I was like when I would open cards, I'd actually read like the attacks and everything.
Uh huh.
And it was never anything I ever did. Like I never cared about any of the attacks, but like I would actually care about the HP and the attacks and how many energies you need.
Hmm.
And so it definitely made me appreciate cards and a completely or like look at cards in a different way. I would read trainer cards and be like, oh, this is a good trainer card. I would love to have this in my deck. Instead of just like now, or when you're collecting
Hmm.
cards, you're just like, oh, trainer cards, right? But like actually seeing what the abilities are, which most people don't do. But
Rora says, I have 16K Dave and Buster's tickets right now. Dang, I love an iPad. That's so cool. You can accumulate all of 16K. That's a lot of games. Be the one that you love. So, Steph, what are
yeah,
your thoughts as to what you wanted to provide, like Blueprint, and what you were hoping to receive? Because you hit it hard. Total grinder and people, and the people responded. He probably meant Total Grinder and the people
I
responded.
don't really know what he's talking about, to be honest. Brendan, I don't know what you're talking about. Do you know what he's talking about?
I do not.
That was
I
probably a
think
long
that's
time ago.
for your question.
Yeah, I don't know. Brendan, I'm sorry. I have no idea what your question is in reference to. And I know that you probably wrote it a long, long time ago. So I don't know what we were talking about at the time.
Not at all. And yep, Britney Spears, cool. I love Britney Spears. I love Britney Spears. She's probably on the same level as Pokemon. That's how much I love Britney Spears. And Swami said, I thought Jennifer Lopez was Selena. Oh no. It took me a year to realize that she was acting Selena. No. Oh my god. We are so behind on the comments. I am so sorry. But we're
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
get there.
gonna
I'm scrolling as fast as I can. Geraldo says, Newbie Noob,
40.
would you accept me into the nerd cult? Oh.
Yes, you're in it. Everybody can be in it.
Hey,
And
is that what you call it? The nerd cult?
no,
Is that what
no,
okay.
I've never called it that. Oh, that's a great name.
I
Most
know, I'm
time,
gonna might steal it by the way.
yeah. Do you? Because yeah, I know. I think we at one point we were saying like, oh, people were like they were a noob, but then I don't know. I don't have like a name how everyone else has names for their peeps. They're just my peeps. They're my YouTube peeps, is what I call them.
Hey, you know what? I might
Let's
steal
see.
that name by the way. I'm just letting you know. I know cult.
Go
I
for it.
know that's a negative
Go for
connotation to it. It's time to look up the dictionary. What are the synonyms for cult?
it. Yeah. Okay, so this is the part of the chat where we talked about being scammed. So yes, scammers are ridiculous and we don't like them. They think that you should invest in a
Shotgun.
shotgun. Oh, which is smart because yeah, if people find out where your storage is, I guess that could get kind of dangerous, especially with the
Mhm.
how Pokemon are right now. I have two Funko Pops, both for
Shotgun.
giveaways on YouTube. So
Although
everyone
fun
wants to
fact,
say,
not an attorney giving legal advice or anything. You cannot protect personal property with deadly force.
oh,
So just
huh. I didn't
yeah,
know that. That's
yeah,
interesting.
yeah,
Couldn't you
yeah.
just
Not for
pretend like
personal
I'm
property.
assuming if you were in the storage room,
Hmm.
because you would have to be in the storage to even be able to
Hmm.
like then you could say that they were coming after you, right?
After me.
Technically?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. After me.
Yes.
After
You.
me. Absolutely me.
Yeah.
So if they
Which
so let's say some guy comes in and says, "Hey, I'm stealing that Skyridge box," and he has that box in his hand, and he runs and he turns his back away. I have to let the guy run away. I just can't get the gun and oh my god, this is going terrible. But
okay.
I can't just attack him.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah.
using that's personal property
That makes
for
sense. So
yeah.
what you would have to do is you'd have to step in the way before he got the Skyridge box. So that
Yeah,
if he went
yeah,
close to you to get like there, then you could
yeah.
because he was going at you. Okay,
Exactly.
I see.
So when
Okay,
he
guys, you
gets
hear
the
that?
box, I just have to try to punch him, and then he'll
Yeah,
strike back at me, and that's when I'll probably use deadly force. But I just can't,
yeah.
if he,
You can't
yeah,
just do it because he's running
stop
away
him. You
with
just
your
gotta
Pokemon
stop
card.
him. But yeah, pretty much that's it.
That makes
So,
sense.
totally
That
going
makes
off
sense.
track here with that.
Let's see. CJ says, "What's your top three Marvel and DC superheroes or villains?" Okay, my number one for sure is the best Avenger to ever be alive, which is Hawkeye. He is the best Avenger, no questions asked about that. I'm not a huge DC fan, so I would say just Marvel. I like Hawkeye. I like um, Loki, and of course, I like Iron Man and Hulk and Thor and stuff. But Hawkeye is my favorite.
Yeah.
Who you like Marvel? You said what are your favorite Marvel
Okay.
characters?
So I definitely like Thor. I like them all. I really like them all. I think Iron Man's definitely one of my favorite. I lean towards more collecting Iron Man. Have you ever been to Comic Con in San Diego or
No,
Palm
I've
Beach
never
Comic?
been to an.
Anytime,
I've been to a
never
fake Comic
Comic Con.
Con by my house. It was dumb.
Okay, gotcha. But I would attend Comic Con almost every other year, not every year, but every other year.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that because I like them all equally, but I think I gravitate towards more Iron Man. Um, yeah, definitely more of Iron Man. So I have more of his pop collection. I have more of his toys that I have, but definitely more than that. But yeah, definitely Iron Man. Yeah, Iron Man. Yeah.
I like his humor. I like Iron Man's humor. But that's why that's also why I like Loki, because I like his dry humor. But Hawkeye is still the best Avenger, right? Don't you think that? You think that, right?
Sure, sure.
That's what it's like funny. Like somebody sent me um in my PO box, like
Uh
it's
huh.
like a graded. It's Jeremy Renner
Uh
card
huh.
because I am a fan of Hawkeye. It's
Mhm.
That's a pretty well known thing on my channel. That's kind of crazy. Anyways,
I like the actor. There you go. I like the
yeah,
actor.
Jeremy
There you
Renner's
go.
cool.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's. Yeah.
Yeah,
But he never runs out of arrows, which is okay. I think the last movie, yeah, he
yeah,
eventually
because
ran
he's a
out of arrows, but
superhero.
that I mean,
He's a
I think I
superhero.
was so focused on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's his power. See, people always question his power, but that's part of it. Is he can basically never run out of arrows, and he
Yeah,
has a
just
really good shot.
I think the last movie he
Fight
did,
to the death.
but he
Yeah,
eventually,
probably, but
yeah. Question: do you think Final Fantasy Optus TCG will be valuable in the future? I don't know. If you have any input on that question, please let me know.
I don't know what that is. So I'm gonna say yes. Actually, card values in general with everything have been going up. Sports, even Yuga and DBZ, I think have been going up. I think just cards in general are up, but I'm sure at one point they'll drop back down. So I don't know if it'll. I don't know how long it'll stay valuable in the future.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Gotcha. The
when will
one
the
with a really
stores?
awesome name, be the one you love. When will the stores have Pokemon cards like Walmart? They are like a third of a. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um.
They have restocks at Walmart all the
Mhm.
time. It's just now there's scalpers that wait.
Yeah.
They know when the restock is. Like I know my stores, I think restock on Thursdays and Fridays, but they'll just basically stock. They'll get all the information and they stock the store until they release. And that's how it's been at Targets and Walmarts. Basically, there's just now people lined up ready for the restock and they buy out the whole stock. I know the stores have been putting limits, but it's really hard to find when I say in the wild, like it's hard to find Pokemon cards in the wild at MSRP, at just at the cost that you're supposed to get it from at the store. Most of the time, you have to buy them upcharged on places like eBay or even my local card shops. Like my card shops, they upcharge.
Mhm.
So it's just part of it now. I messaged her. Oh, somebody messaged you to refresh because the chat's behind. No, it's just we're going slow here. Let's just go quicker.
Yeah, we're gonna try to go quicker.
Overrides of
Sorry
the
about that, you
function.
guys. I'm 40 minutes behind. Oh
OPS
my, we definitely got to go through
software.
the questions. Let me see.
What do you
Let me
collect? Hi,
see.
Simone. Friends, have a good night. Swami went to bed. Good night, Swami. You're probably
No,
already
yeah.
gone. Drop some cards. Rory collects sports cards. I actually have sports cards. I've collected sports cards in the past as well. Claim sales. So do you sell on claimsales.com or how does that work? What is that?
Okay, so I'm launching the website. I heavily invested in this website. Heavily invested in it.
Mm-hmm.
Quick. So
Mm-hmm.
for people who don't know what claim sales are, so basically, um, it's like eBay and OfferUp, but much better. So it's basically first come first serve. Um, kind of a whole ordeal. So I will be listing. You know what? I will even show it to you guys. How about that? Okay, one
Yeah,
second.
let's
I'll
see
show
it.
it to you. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna keep going down here while
Yeah,
you
keep going down.
pull
I'll
that up.
show you guys what claim cells are. And I think you guys, if you guys have Facebook, join this group. Steph, you too. Okay.
Okay. Brendan says when you're a lawyer, his dad was a lawyer, so you got to make sure you find things that bring you joy. You doubled your views from yesterday. Sports cards, Sabrina's powers. Twice I talked to. I guess Twice Baked Jake talked about the reprint. Rory's not into Pokemon cards. Blisters, typical
Okay.
new mom.
Internet's
Yeah,
like
Rashawn.
super slow. Um, yeah, it's so darn slow. Okay, I'm live streaming on. So this is my Facebook, you guys. Feel please to add me. It's Ariana T. Uh, I add everyone.
I don't.
I
Oh, there it
accept.
is.
I accept everyone as a friend
Okay.
request. I don't even. I add everyone. So this is what I use. I go to Burbank, Safari Zone, and Karma. That's a cat rescue that I work with. Is it working now? It's
Mm-hmm.
probably. Do you see the
I
screen? Oh,
see. It's kind of cut off, but yeah, I see a
okay.
kid with a snowball,
Yeah,
and
that's
is
my
that a
Facebook
turkey?
friends. I should not show that, but
No, it's a
yeah,
dog. It's a dog, not a
yeah.
turkey. It's a dog.
So probably not the best thing. I do not know why it's not working. My desktop's not working. Okay, probably not, but I'll just explain this to you. 'Cause I'm still learning. Sorry about that. I'm gonna quit this now and go back to
Mm-hmm.
Zoom. Let me go back. So basically, it's a first come first serve kind of whole ordeal, and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people they list the cards that they want to sell. So in the comments, if they say, okay, this card is worth $5, the first person to claim it, to say claim, the card is theirs. So there's a firm price,
Mm-hmm.
a firm shipping price, and there's a firm buyer and a firm seller and buyer. It's not like offer up
Mm-hmm.
or Craigslist where they go best offer or um, fetching offers right now. It's basically fast, selling fast and buying fast. So I'm launching
Mm-hmm.
the website. I have the trademark claim sales, and I'm going through the whole process to do LLC. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
eBay, but it's more collectible. So
Mm-hmm.
some of my collection will be on there. I usually don't sell, but for that website, I am selling. So other than that, but yeah,
Oh, that's cool. Well, so whenever, so that site's not up yet, but it's going to be up soon.
soon, soon.
Okay.
It's delayed a couple of times. I consider myself pretty easy to work with, but I think when it comes to like design, I need help here and there. But
Mm-hmm.
um, but yeah, I think it's launching soon. Oops,
Mm-hmm.
it's launching. So, anyways, what law do I practice? Finance. Finance.
Um,
Uh,
So people are
Edward
talking about the
Scissorhands.
different like places to find cards.
Yeah.
I've actually been successful on Amazon a few times, but
Uh huh.
I try to be really careful because Amazon, especially with third party sellers, you just never really know what you're going to get, and sometimes you
Mhm.
don't even know that you're getting a third party seller. You have to really look into it.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Thrift stores, getting started on
Eddie
YouTube.
Scissorhand, I think this question's for you. When did you start collecting? I know it's something you've already answered, but he would like to know if.
Pokemon cards in like 90, whenever, like 96, 97, or 98, one of those, whenever Japanese cards came out. But Funko Pops, I started collecting about probably 5 years ago, somewhere probably in 2015 at some point. I actually bought a lot of Funko Pops prior to my YouTube channel, and I had them all out of the box on my desk, like the whole Finding Nemo series. I didn't really realize what Funko Pops were back then.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, but Pokemon cards, yeah, I started collecting as a child, but I just got back into it a little bit more hardcore, like probably in 2015. And I would buy packs prior to that here and there just for my own enjoyment, but it was nice to buy them for my YouTube channel and to like show people what I like to collect.
Let me see. Be the one you love says your mom is the best stuff. Like everyone live stream, she's dropping off lobster or
Yeah, she
crab.
brings
She
food to
loves you.
me all the time. And she told me she was gonna bring crab, but I told him I was
Uh
gonna be
huh.
doing this interview, and I
Uh
didn't
huh.
realize she just like came. She didn't even call me to say like, "Hey, we're coming," or "Are you available?" They just showed up. So thank you to my parents.
Let me see. My mom
Awesome.
still cooks for me. She worries about me all the time. We were talking before. It's Chinese New Year here, and so she's like making sure the flowers are blooming. My mom is funny.
No
Um,
more red
Years
dye.
ago, people were like, "Are you sure?" When you explain what you collect. Even today, a lot of people are shocked. Are people shocked when you say, "Hey, I collect Pokemon cards. This is what I'm into"?
Depends on who I'm talking to. Like the Funko Pop thing, I think is a really big shock for people, especially when they see like my
Hmm.
videos and my background when I have all my Funko Pops. They're like, oh, because I think when I say I collect, they think, oh, you have like 20, and I'm like, no, a little bit more than that. And so I don't know if anyone fully knows to like what extent my Pokemon collection is,
Uh huh.
but yeah, I mean, most people are just like they think it's strange because I'm a kid, like, or they like I'm a kid at heart, and I'm like into things that the kids are into. But that's just, I mean, it's
Uh
like
huh.
crazy that my godson Jackson, he's into Pokemon, and it's like crazy that I started collecting Pokemon when I was his age, and so we
Mhm.
definitely
Mhm.
relate. And he probably has a really, really poor understanding of what an adult is supposed to be because he sees me with this house that I bought. He actually, his family live with me, and he's like, oh, well, you know, like she has a house and she has Funko Pops and Pokemon cards. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah. But, you know, I'm sure he probably thinks that's what adults look like, and it's not. And not most adults don't, it doesn't look like this. But, you know, hey, do what you want, right? Do what you like, do what you want. Cards.
Let me see. Charles says, Sagar opened a pack I gave you. You put an old lady trainer. What was her name? The old lady trainer. Opal. Ooh. From
Opal.
Sword and Seal. Thank you, Charles. Thank you. Thank you. Freeloader says,
I don't know where you're at in the chat.
I'm
Oh,
just
sorry. Go
going
ahead.
through. I think we're kind of finished with the chat. Oh, wait. Nope. We got one question.
No,
PokeGal, do
I've
you
just
like.
been scrolling.
Yeah, me too. I've been trying to catch up on um the chat. I think we're almost done with the questions. I think we just go really quickly. Um, I noticed that it takes a long time. Like it will show up on the screen like a minute late. Like it lags. So, but I definitely want to make sure I have everything. PokeGal, do you like Spider Women? Jessica Drew. I don't even know. I'm so sorry. I don't even know who that is. Who's Spider Drew? No, I. Do you know who that is? Spider Women, Jessica Drew.
I think, are they talking about Spider Drew? Is that what it says? Spider Drew?
No,
Oh, Jessica Drew,
Jessica
Spider
Drew. Sorry,
Woman.
Spider
Oh,
Women. I'm sorry
no,
about that.
I don't know too much about. I know. I thought they were trying to say Spider Gwen. No, I don't. Don't. I don't. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. That's not true. That's not true. I really like Tom Holland.
Hmm.
But in most situations, Spider-Man is not my favorite.
Okay.
And then Melon J asked, I wondered on a Pokemon card, how does Steph know it is rare, secret rare, baby shiny, etc.? There's just different. So it's funny. I probably should have done a video on this at some point, but on the bottom corners of the English cards, there's different symbols, and that's how I usually know if something's just common, uncommon, or rare. And then secret rares usually are the numbers are higher than the collection numbers. So like in Champion's Path, the card set is out of 73 cards. Any card that's listed after 73 is considered a secret rare. And then within secret rares, there's the rainbow rares, there's
Hmm.
gold cards. Baby shinies are from Hidden Fates, well, and Shiny Star V. But they're like a normal card, but it's a shiny with the little sparkles in the back. Then you have the full art shinies that are the full card. And ultra rare is just something that is not a hollow rare. It's like better than a hollow rare.
Hmm.
Those are just things. But there's a lot of videos on YouTube. So if you guys are wondering, you guys should go find those videos because people usually do videos and explain all those things, which is nice.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I did not want to miss a comment, but Eddie Scissorhands says, Steph, would you ever stop collecting?
No. No, even if I stop my YouTube channel, like I collected even when I didn't have a YouTube channel. I just felt like it was a great thing. But I collect like the most random things. Like I don't know, have you ever seen these the Paka Pakas?
No. What
Like
is that? Show me.
these
Do you? Oh,
these
let
are
me
from
see.
Funko, and they're mystery balls that have these like Japanese-esque designs. And like look at my little like Asian cat. Um
The lucky cat. My mom bought a
yeah, the
bunch
lucky
of those for Chinese New Year. I have
yes.
one that's waving. She bought like a bunch
Yes.
of those.
Yeah.
I love those.
Yeah, and then so these are just like little figurines, but like I love mystery. So I like mystery because I told you I like the hunt.
Yeah.
So there's like this one's like technically kind of a chase. And so I love trying to get like the rare ones of things. So I buy a lot of things like this. I wouldn't necessarily collect them, but I kind of do. Like I'm trying to get this whole set that they have. So I bought a bunch of them. I need to buy some more because I'm missing I got the samurai guy,
Yeah.
but there's a gold variation of him. So I need to figure that out. I did get the special edition gold variant of the dragon thing. I don't know. This is like the Funko mascot for Paka Paka. Oh, I almost broke him.
That is so
But
cool.
yeah, like I like to. I probably will always collect things like this because I really like things like this. And then whenever I get over it, if I don't want to keep them anymore, that's when I usually give things away. So I'll give things away as prizes or whatever seems, if people want it, then usually I'll give them away. But I tend to keep things like I have a collection of Harry Potter wands because I really like the mystery wands. And so I got all of them and I have those upstairs. I don't do anything with them, but they're just sitting on my bookshelf. I actually have a problem with and you don't sound like you have this problem because you
Uh-huh.
have a really nice display, but I tend to buy like get a lot of things that I'm collecting, but I don't display them properly. Like a lot of time, like a lot of my Funko Pops were like on the floor because they didn't fit on the bookshelf. So I
Uh-huh.
that's one thing as a collector I've never taken the time to be like, oh, I have these things now. How am I going to display them? Sometimes they're on my table, sometimes they're in a box. Like it just
Mhm.
depends on, I guess, what it is I'm doing. But yeah, that is something that I struggle with. I'm not good at displaying things.
Yeah. Um, no, I think I do have that problem, and that's why I went out and got a storage. So anything I buy, just
Mhm.
that storage. So if I ever drop dead tomorrow, whoever inherits that storage is going to be one lucky person. So I would just,
Hopefully they inherit. Hopefully you better make sure they inherit it and they don't just leave it where then they do like an auction on it. Because
oh,
then we're
I
gonna see
know,
a
I
YouTube video
know.
of like, oh, I auctioned off this thing and look how
Yeah,
many Pokemon cards are.
yeah,
They would be worth a ton.
yeah. It's actually in a trust. All of my Pokemon card collections in a
Okay.
trust for charity for
Oh,
three
neat.
rescues that
Okay.
I heavily three. Um, so it's in yeah. So I'm pretty excited. I mean, I told the rescue. I hopefully it's conveyed to them that it's about $1 million collection. Please don't be like my mom and be like, oh, it's only $200.
Yeah.
They list this for $200. I think it'll probably sell in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
but yeah,
Oh my
Megan
gosh, that's
says,
crazy.
beanie babies. Awesome live stream. I'm going to bed. Good night. Good night.
Good night,
All right,
Simone.
guys. I think we're wow. It's been like 2 hours. Um I think if there are any last minute questions, please let me know. It's definitely been 2 hours. I the live stream that I can do for like 2 hours, and I think at the end I'm like uh getting tired. And especially you have a really long day, so I'm pretty excited. I definitely want to join your next live break. I want to do that whole what did you do? Did you do that whole pack opening competition? I definitely want
I
to
did a
join that.
battle. The
The
battle is
battle, yeah.
super high stakes, high reward though. So I'm always very clear with people like because it's kind of like gambling where it's like don't do this. And I actually got that idea from PokeKobe and Sager's channel because he does. I've done a few
Hmm.
pack battles where you put in for the like 6 people in a booster box thing, and I've won it one time, but I've definitely but this one's a little bit more high stakes because it's single elimination tournament, and I totally stole that idea from PokeKobe, but it's been fun. They're really exciting and they're fun. So maybe next time that if you're in the stream, let me know and I'll donate a spot to you. That way you can experience it. You don't have to pay for it. We'll get you on there and you can be
Oh,
part
that
of the
would be
pack
great.
battle.
Oh, I definitely want to support. I will donate regardless, but I uh, definitely want to be in one of those battles. I with Royalty Gaming, I'm in like 8 of his battles before. I've never won even once. So I think the people caught on. They said, "Hey, if PokeGal's in the battle, I want to buy." I've never won. I've never won. But
It's I always just
it's
go
hard.
into that thinking, knowing that most likely I'm not gonna win. But
Mm-hmm.
and the one time I got lucky because you know why? I pulled the full art Pikachu and Vivid. I pulled the full art, and the
Mm-hmm.
only card that can beat that right now is the Rainbow Rare Pikachu, which luckily everyone was like, "Oh, I hope that card is." I was like, "I hope it doesn't, because then I'll
Uh-huh.
definitely lose my Pikachu, my full art." But yeah, I got lucky that one time and got the full art Pikachu, which killed it, which was nice.
Megan wants to know any whatnot
Um,
auctions coming up.
Megan, I actually think I might do one tonight. I do my whatnot auction super random. Like whenever I'm feeling it, I always look to see if there's anybody else doing one because I try not to step on people's toes. But I'm gonna do a Funko Pop one hopefully in the next couple of weeks. So you be on the lookout for that. Hopefully, just check out my like Instagram or my YouTube channel, and I usually will post something about it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. A little bit just a detour talking about whatnot. Whatnot is actually one of the app that inspired me to open up my website, claimsales.com. And I was reading about that. They open up no whatnot. Whatnot I think launched about a year ago, and they
Mm-hmm.
just fundraised from investor $4 million.
Mm-hmm.
Um so that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping to just talk to collectors, get them on my website as basically exactly how Whatnot's doing it. Get them on, do claim sales, basically teach people what claim sales are. How I learn is just basically from Facebook groups, which I will send everybody how to. I'm not send, but I'll send you the link to the Facebook
Mm-hmm.
group. I'll show people how to add to the Facebook group. Once you join these Facebook group like Pokemon World, have you heard of it?
No.
There's like 10 live streams a day of pack openings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's
um
yeah.
yeah, so you if you have that addicted personality, you'll probably just go broke. Um it's a lot of live
Yes.
streams where I have to like say, okay, I'm gonna stop this Facebook group for a little bit because I would just buy these cards left and right. Um, so
That's me on Whatnot. I have to try. It's hard for me to go into people's streams and not buy things. And it's interesting you say because like yeah, I've been following Whatnot since they started. Because you know they were mainly Funko Pops,
mhm,
and before they even did auctions, and they kind of started doing auctions, and it's clearly working for them because now that's what their main focus is now is just doing the live auctions, and it's
mhm,
super fun. I mean, it's definitely um it's kind of crazy because it is
mhm,
auction based like and I've gotten into auction like bidding wars because I'm that type of person to like I don't even sometimes I don't even know if it's something I really want but I'm like into the bidding war where I'm gonna win this.
mhm,
But yeah, it's they're a really good team. The people who work there are really nice, and I have heard that their history like they're kind of entrepreneur-ish and they were able to get investors like that's super cool like and it's
yeah,
cool to have been part of something like that, you know, for however long it's been. So yeah.
yeah. Kyle says you and me both PokeGal. Yeah, those battles are tough. But be the one you love says
Yeah.
I would not talk about storage unit. There are some crazy people watching YouTube. Exactly. That's exactly what I was saying. And all they have to do is go count. Yep, court the house and talisman. Yep, exactly. My friend Carolyn, who if we're Facebook friends, and she made it public, so I want to share this, and I told her that I will. Um, she does live rip and ship. Rip and ship. That's
Hmm.
exactly what they're called. Basically, pack openings. And
Hmm.
someone came into her house, broke into her house, and stole $500. Not 500, 500,000 worth of products. So
Oh,
be very
that's
careful stuff,
crazy.
yeah, for her
Yeah.
collection and just so
I
every.
actually have thought about that with Funko Pops. I have heard of people like stalking people and then like breaking into their house to get their Funko Pops. Luckily, my Funko Pops aren't worth that much, but like single wise. But yeah, that is something that people should be careful
Very
about.
careful. All right. Kyle, no one is gonna go to her storage unit outside right now. I get paid in Pokemon cards. How funny. All right, guys. I think it's end of the live stream. I think we caught up in the comments. Any last comment we missed, I apologize. Let me know. Um, we'll finish from there. 2 hours is pretty good time to end the stream and to do the giveaway. And any last question? And Steph, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being a guest. Wait, one last question. One last question.
Uh-huh.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl tomorrow? Not that I know anything about
Um,
football. I just hear people asking this question. I just want to know.
I am not a Tom Brady fan, even though he's local. He's from local technically. I
Uh
am not
huh.
a Tom Brady fan because my mom's side of the family is from Boston, and so we always used to fight on who was better, the 49ers, the Patriots. And then when the Patriots won more Super Bowls, it was like really disappointing.
Uh
So
huh.
even though the Chiefs beat my Niners in the Super Bowl, how whenever that was, uh I actually am going to go with the Chiefs because I like Patrick Mahomes. Now, I think Tampa Bay might win, but I really like Patrick Mahomes. So I hope the Chiefs. So I'm going to go Chiefs. Kansas City.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. Do you watch sports at all? Anything? Any sports?
Yeah, I love sports. Oh, I love sports. I'm an athlete myself and I love football. Like I'm in like fantasy football league. It's like
Uh huh.
terrible. So yeah. I
Very nice.
I like baseball and football. Those are my favorite. I'm not a huge NBA. I'm not really big into the NBA, but I'm a Warriors fan. And then of course I like hockey actually. Hockey is my
Ooh.
favorite live sport to see. Like if I had to go to a sport live, hockey has been my favorite. I love going to San Jose Sharks games. It's great.
Cool. Excellent. Frito says Tinder update.
Yeah.
She hit me back up and likes Pokemon and Apex. Winner, winner. Definitely a winner. Definitely a winner. She likes Pokemon. That's all I need to know. All right, Steph. I appreciate ya, and we're definitely friends now. If you have any questions or any concern, let me know. Uh, we'll talk in private. I definitely have to send Pat Finn some links as well. I'm gonna show him some hookups where I buy my stuff and where I just after a while collecting Pokemon cards, I just know a little bit here and there to buy from distributors or third party distributors that will help you from your stream a lot, where you can open packs
Yeah.
and don't have to overcharge, and
Yeah.
just basically save you money from that. And definitely we'll talk. And it
Yeah.
was nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me. It was really fun. I appreciate it, and
Yeah.
especially taking 2 hours of your time. So
Oh no,
thank you
two
very
hours of
much.
your time, and thank you for everybody in the chat. And guys, I'm gonna end the call with Steph here, and I'm gonna show you what the giveaway is. So,
Very cool. All
bye, Steph.
right. See ya.
Okay, so I don't know. All right, guys, I have no idea what I did there. The thing totally disappeared. You guys, I know you guys probably don't even see me, but that's okay. You don't need to see me for the giveaway. Oh, you know what you do? Darn it. Hmm. 1 second, you guys. How do I? I'm so terrible at this. I really am. Darn it. Okay, I do not know how to show myself again. Huh. Okay, can you guys see me now? There you go. I think I fixed it. I think I did. I'm so bad at this. So bad. Can't hear you. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Cool. Excellent. Let's do the giveaway. So, um, I'm just gonna include some of these because I thought they're so cute for Chinese New Year's. Um, some of these little cute red envelopes. Whoever wins will get some of these. Look at how cute this is, you guys. I got this like 8 years ago. They're like Chinese envelope. They're so cute. Whoever wins, actually gonna be two winners. I'm just gonna throw some of these in there for you guys. But anyways, so that's not. There'll be two winners, and it's the same thing. Pick a number 1 to 100, but not yet. Um, so the first prize is this Japanese promo card. The first winner gets to pick first, of course. So Japanese Charizard. Wherever you guys are, I ship it for free. If it's international, give it some time. I do ship it. I'm not gonna ship it tomorrow because tomorrow's Sunday, and even though I know nothing about football, I still watch it with my friends and my family. I know nothing about football though, and just like to hear people argue. Just kind of, it's entertaining. And okay, and the second option, actually, there's gonna be three options. The other one is this DNA deck. So it comes with I think two cards here, and it's about going about like $20 on eBay. My local card shop had a line of people waiting for this, but it's great for people that want to learn how to play Pokemon cards like myself. Even though I collect, I don't know how to play, but it's great. That's prize number two, and number three is cute Bulbasaur portfolio. Where is that deck box? Where is that deck box? Okay, where's that? Hold on. Oh, here, with the deck box that I have to use as my stand. But anyways, so there are three prizes that you guys can pick. Of course, the first winner gets the first pick. Second gets to choose. There's three prizes, and all right. So no problem. I want you guys to sub to the channel. I don't require to win. I really appreciate you guys do. I think hearing me talk is enough to win a prize for 2 hours. But if you guys do, I would really, really, really appreciate that. And last but not least, um, I want to do all my streams to help animals, especially. I love animals. And a big rescue that I'm heavily involved in, and there's such a fantastic rescue, is Karma Rescue. I have their link in the description. If you guys want to donate, especially with tax season coming up, to donate to them. It's tax deductible. It's for a great cause, and they are such. They recently took some kittens, bottle babies. Such a great rescue. Not the one in Canada. It's the one in Mission Viejo for Karma. If you guys due to COVID, we cannot have a fundraising event. It will be so great if we can fundraise for them, and that's my goal. I know I'm not that big yet, but my goal is just to fundraise for them. And whenever I do pack openings, wherever I start to sell, I'm committed to have about 15% of my sales go to the rescue. Um, all right, guys, let's go from there. And let me see. So, Mission Viejo, not Santa Monica Mission. So, picked a number 1 to 100. Pick a number. Pick number 1 to 100. Okay. All right, you guys. So pick a number 1 to 100, and especially this is like the Price is Right. You overguess, you're out. The closest win. 73 is already taken. Guess again. Be the one you love. Guess only once, guys. Only once. I'm so sorry. Only once, please. 73 is already taken. Be the one you love. Guess another one. 4. All right. That's pretty low. Okay, 37. Okay. Double check your number, you guys. Make sure it's not duplicate. I would feel really bad as a duplicate number. If it's duplicate, the first person obviously gets it. So double check your number. If it's someone already guessed it, please feel free to guess again. Okay. All right, guys. About another 15 more second. Go from there. Okay. All right. And I will ship it out most likely on Tuesday. So cool. Good luck, you guys. All right. So 1 to 100. Let me zoom in. There you go. Okay. All right. Okay. So the first number and the first winner. Let's go in. I'm gonna generate. 81. Okay, 81. Let me see. Generate. Okay, 81. All right, let's go. 81. Okay, hey, freeloader 73. 73 newbie, you're out. Master Blaster 38 out. SNR out. 69, 73. 73 be the one you love. Too late. Sorry. But you guessed again. 87. Oh, that's out. That's over. 77. 77 is the closest. Okay, 77. I feel like a talk show host. Okay, I think that's the winner. Mecha. Yeah, can you guys double check for me? But I think Mecha is the closest. Yeah? Perfect. Okay, excellent. So, perfect. Message me. I don't know. I've never talked to you before, but I have linked my Instagram and my Facebook. Message me and saying, "Hey, this is Mecha. This is the address. What do you want though? Let me know what you want. Do you want the Charizard card? Do you want the Bulbasaur portfolio, or do you want the DNA? So let me know what you want. On chat, can you let me know what you want? Okay. All right. And the second person is 52. All right. So let's go to 52. So, okay. Freeloader, you're out. Newbie, I definitely think you're out. 38, Master Blaster. Okay, whoa. There's Rashawn. 44. Okay, is 44. 39. Nope, nope. 39's gone. 45. Exterminator. I think Exterminator won again. Not again. No, wait. 54. I think it's Exterminator. Right? Okay, let me help me check, you guys. I'm very slow at this. Or is it let me see. 54. No, Roro is 54, the number's 52. Exterminator I think won. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. All right, you guys, Exterminator, no, Roro picked 54. The number was 52. He's over. So no. All right, guys. Where's Metro? What do you want? What is your Instagram? Oh, it's in the description. PokeGal official. It's in the description. Message me. All right, message me. And I also have a 500 sub giveaway. So it's pretty simple. I'm the description, how to answer is in the description. So yeah. So who's ever closest to the number wins. If you're, it's like oh, I'm getting you 600 subscribers tonight. Oh, thank you so much. I hope so. I definitely want to have 1,000 subscriber in 3 months. I think I can do it. I think. I think it's all right. Perfect. Message me, tell me what you want. And Exterminator, you're my friend on Facebook, so whatever he picks, you can pick the. I'll let you know. Thank you, you guys. Um, thank you so much, you guys. I do. This is so excellent. I'm always thankful for all the support. Means a lot to me. I started with 12 viewers. I went to 18. I remember I went to 23, and today I went to from like 40 viewers at one time, and I'm so happy. Even though the setup is it needs a lot of work, if you guys anybody that knows a little bit more of this will reach out to me, that would be great. But I just I get emotional talking about this. So the support has been just amazing. I 40 subscribers. So anyways, you guys, I'm gonna get going. It's 8:30 here. I'm gonna go finish what I've been working on, and I will not be next week. It's gonna be David Persian. So I'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you for you guys, and we'll talk. Bye, guys.